T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life.
And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart, I know hell would not have him.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. Are you alive? God damn you.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason. His body was never recovered from the lake after he drowned.
You let him drown. You should have been watching him.
Maybe listen to the old timers in town. They'll tell you he's still out there, stalking. Some folks claim they've even seen him. Right in this area.
Jason? He came back.
See, Jason was my son, and today is his birthday.
He was actually there. He watched his mom being beheaded.
You need to be punished for what you did to him.
Jason should have been watched every minute.
Kill her, Mommy. Kill her. Don't let her get away, Mommy.
He wasn't a very good swimmer.
Ooh, baby. 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 Ooh, baby.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and today it's the Sunday Horror Hangout. It is still Friday the 13th weekend. I don't care what anyone says. Jason is still getting play on this channel all weekend. It's Sunday. It's wrapping it up. I don't care. You're getting the Jason intro. It's still Friday the 13th with me. It's still Friday the 13th this weekend. I'm taking it. I don't care. We've got HorrorHound in 5 days. We've got a full house tonight. I got both Eric and Matt with me here tonight. Do you know why? Because all three of us are going to be at HorrorHound this week. What's up, gentlemen? How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic, Michael. I'm doing absolutely fantastic, and it's obviously always great to see all you wonderful people here in the chat. Eric, it's good to see your face as well, my friend. Can't wait to see you guys at HorrorHound, dude. Yeah, I love this. I love this time of year, and I love how we get to do the show talking about it, right? Before it comes up, it's just a whole nother addition to get me excited, dude. But glad to be here, man.
Yeah,
I'm good, man. I'm ready for this. Like I'm honestly wasn't really planning to go to HorrorHound, and then we talked the other day, and realized like, oh, I mean, it could work, and I was like, oh, well, it actually works pretty well if I go. So, yeah, dude. Now I'm super excited. I've already been to one convention this year that worked out pretty good. That was kind of a last minute thing. So now I'm going to be doing this one, and hopefully, I'm going to be honest. As of right now, I'm more excited about this HorrorHound than I am Scarefest this year.
At this point, I am as well.
Yeah. We were talking about that the other day. The lineup for Scarefest is an interesting one. They're going. It looks like it's very Evil Dead heavy.
Yeah.
And me, I'm a huge Scream fan. It's the 30th anniversary of Scream, so I'm like, I don't know why they're not like capitalizing on that super hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, this HorrorHound, tons of Scream people, and there's some smaller roles from the movie that are going to be there too, which I'm very excited about.
Hell yeah, man. So are you still on location at Camp Crystal Lake?
I'm not on location at Camp Crystal Lake. I am still returning from my trip. So I'm at a different spot though. I think this is actually I want to say Springwood is what the sign said out there.
Oh shit. You done hit two places.
Dude, I've been listening to the audiobook for Slash of the Titans on my trip.
Oh, that's gotta be fun, dude.
Dude, it's a lot. I've been doing that a lot more instead of like just listening to music. I'll turn on an audiobook, and dude, there's some crazy stuff that they had in the plans for that movie. But yeah, I was just heard about the Springwood Slasher and the Fred Heads, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm not Camp Crystal Lake anymore. I'm in Springwood.
If you haven't already, get the audiobooks for Taking Shape and Taking Shape 2 as well, and that will up your Halloween knowledge by a millionfold. Like, they're fantastic. Both of them are fantastic. I do have to ask this, Matt. I need to know what's up with the mask, dude. Give me what is that? What do you got going on there, brother?
This is probably one of the most idiotic purchases I've ever made in my life. I love this mask. Do not get me wrong, guys, but God, it was expensive, dude. It was a little more pricey than I expected. This guy, dude, he makes these from fucking scratch, and it's all plaster, dude. It's his work is amazing. And here's the thing. I love making fun of myself. I just got to be real, man. I'm partially colorblind, right?
Mm.
This mask, guys, it's white, and then around the eyes and the streams coming down are all gold. I hate gold. I absolutely hate gold. I thought it was white and black when I purchased it, right? So I got it. I get it out of the box. I'm like, oh shit, that's gold as gold gets, right?
Yeah.
But dude, I ended up putting it on, and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty damn cool. It wears well. And I'm gonna come back to this, dude. I'll get you guys the because I've seen in the chat a lot of people like it as well. I'll get the guy's name. But it's all done by hand, man. But it's just funny. Yeah, I thought it was white and black, and it's gold as shit, man. But yeah, I'll get his info. It's pretty rad, man. It's called the Nobody. So it's just like supposed to be this blank. It's similar to like a Myers, like how it's the shape. This is called his Nobody. So yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, you guys. And that's why we're here tonight. We're here to talk HorrorHound. We always do this shows before HorrorHound, with HorrorHound being in 5 days. I definitely wanted to do a show tonight on HorrorHound. And since all three of us are going to be there, it's like, we need to get the whole crew there. And plus, Eric, I talked to you a little bit about this earlier when I talked to you. It's like, there's a lot of Scream people here, and Matt and I are not the guys when it comes to like Scream. You know what I mean? You are the man when it comes to Scream, so you'll be able to add all those little things that we miss. And I know that you've got a lot of things to say about some of these guys that don't go to many conventions. I know that you're excited about.
Oh yeah, I did a little painting for myself to have to get everyone to sign, because I realized I've got a bunch of different things that people have signed. Like I've got, autograph from Matthew on this, and I've got an autograph from Skeet on this, and stuff like that. And I'm like, I want one central thing for everyone to sign. And I know you have a mask that you've gotten everyone to sign.
Yeah.
Well, you also have a Ghostface mask that you've gotten everyone to sign.
I do, yes.
Can we by chance see this artwork, Eric?
I don't have it with me. I'll send Michael and y'all a picture here later.
All
But
right.
yeah,
it's just all weekend as well, right, buddy?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have it there with me. Yeah, so
But,
getting
are you doing
everyone
all 3 days?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I was gonna steal the mask idea, but then I'm like, well, if I get a mask, I only want the ghost faces to sign the mask. So I'm like, well, shit, I need something that like everybody can sign. So I did this little artwork, and once I saw the amount of people who are gonna be there, like W. Earl Brown, which we'll get into, I'm like, I fucking love Kenny, the cameraman. Like, well, I gotta go, just even if it's just for him, because I haven't seen him in any other cons.
Yeah.
So,
and that's cool, dude. Like I always get really excited when the little one-off people from Friday the 13th go to these cons. You know what I mean? Like, so I understand, your love for that, man. It's just like, oh, fucking that guy from part 3 who took a fucking spear in his asshole, he's gonna be there. It's like, gotta get him to sign my sign. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, man, I get it, dude. And that's, the fan in us and the nerd in us that comes out to where it's like, maybe this guy wasn't a prominent person, but at the same time, he's got to sign my poster, or he's got to sign my sign. You know what I mean? Like, that's so cool.
Yep.
That's so freaking cool. You guys, let's see who we got in the chat, and then we'll start going through HorrorHound stuff. I cannot wait. Let's say what's up to everybody. Jerry's in the chat saying, hello, Michael Matt. So excited for HorrorHound. Me too, brother. Me too. He's reminding everybody to smash that like button. And when Jerry's in the chat, you got to say hello to Jerry.
Hello, Jerry. What a rare treat.
I can't wait, man. What's up, Jerry? I hope you're doing well, my man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Patrick's in the chat saying, any Bigfoots at HorrorHound? No, but I do hear the Ghostfoot may make an appearance. But I will keep my eyes out for that, Patrick. I hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy Sunday.
What's up, Patrick? Ghostfoot. That's the first I've heard about this.
Oh, God. It was a whole thing on our paranormal show. Patrick was talking about Bigfoot. We were watching ghosts. Then it became Ghostfoot. And then on one of the last videos we watched, a big footprint appeared on one of the floors. So it was Ghostfoot. Ghostfoot became a thing that night, and somewhat of a living legend on Movies and Beyond. Ghostfoot might get its own T-shirt for Movies and Beyond. It may happen. It may happen. Movies and Beyond Paranormal. Ghostfoot. It's just going to be the outline of a foot that you can see through. It's going to be freaking amazing. I can't freaking wait. I will rock that. Movies and Beyond Ghostfoot. It's going down. It's going down.
All right.
Paula's in the chat saying hi to everybody. What's up, Paula? Happy Sunday. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Happy Horror Sunday.
What's up, Paula?
DJ's in the chat as well saying hi to everybody. What's up, DJ? Happy Sunday. Happy Horror Sunday. Good to see you. Russell Dorsey is in the chat as well saying, what's up, everyone? Let's smash that like button if you haven't already. Let's get this party started. Thug Life. Hi, Michael, Matt, and everyone in the chat. What's up, Russell? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, my man. Happy Sunday.
Did he mean for that to rhyme?
Dude,
hi, Michael, Matt, and everyone in the chat.
He's doing well with those, man.
I mean, I dig it. I dig
it.
I mean, he could have the Russell intro shirts. You know what I mean? Like, it would just be fucking the shit. The Shape is in the chat. James is in the chat saying, hi there, everyone. Can't wait to go to HorrorHounds. What is up, James? Happy Sunday, brother. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you.
Yeah, what's going on, James? What's going on, buddy?
I don't want to miss anybody.
And James, as always, will be there with Mad Dad on Friday, guys. So if you're there, you got one day. Try to find them and say hello. They are always rocking it out together on Friday.
James will be in the chat at HorrorHound. That is the shit. What is going on, my man? Melissa, the wild card, is in the chat as well. And you know, if Melissa's here, we're gonna have to say hello the correct way. What's up, Melissa? Happy Sunday.
Hello.
What is going on, Melissa? I hope you're doing well. Oh, let's see. Michelle's in the chat saying happy Sunday, everyone. What's up, Michelle? Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday.
Hello, Michelle.
What is going on?
Now, Eric, do you usually get a chance to see my dad and James on Friday at HorrorHound?
I think I've only actually been to HorrorHound one time.
Well, keep an eye out, man. I know they both would love to see you, man. So, yeah, keep an eye out. They're kind of hard to miss. I'm not gonna lie. I know they'll be beelining for Tyler Maine. That's for damn sure. So, if you're in that area, you're gonna see him.
Yeah, Tyler Maine's such a nice guy. I met him. I'm gonna get shit immediately for saying this. He's my favorite Michael. So when I met him, he was just I love how you get all these huge guys, like these huge, like mean looking guys, and they're just the sweetest people in the world.
Yeah,
love
you're
that.
absolutely right on that. He is super cool, man. Yeah.
So Michael's like, we're just gonna skip past that.
It's a whole show in itself. Kyle's in the chat saying, hey everyone, what's up? Michael, Matt, and Eric. What is going on, Kyle? Always good to see you here, brother. I hope that you are doing well. Oh,
I hope you're doing well too.
My goodness. Gee, I know I didn't get everybody, but I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. If I do miss you, just to throw something else in the chat, and I will get you. But yeah, for sure. Michelle's asking, but will there be Ghostfoot merch? There's got to be Ghostfoot merch. There has to be.
She says there will be. She's saying like it's happening.
Oh, you have corrected me. Yes. She helps me run all the merch. She helps me do all that stuff. Yes, 100%. I am on board with you, Michelle. Yes, there needs to be Ghostfoot merch. There has to be. And it will have to be approved by Patrick because, he was the one that kind of, brought on Ghostfoot. I think that we all kind of got it there. Mostly the chat that got it there. But as long as Patrick's okay with it, definitely there will be Ghostfoot merch for sure.
I think so.
Patrick's loving the intros. I am too, man. I'm trying to get them for everybody that fit for sure. James says now Ghostfoot might be a problem to beat. Yeah, dude. Ghostfoot's a beast.
I think James has some pent-up aggression because you talk about any creature, it doesn't matter. He immediately goes into, I would absolutely kick his ass, man. No, it's no problem here. He's like, but Ghostfoot might be a problem. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, look.
There's no problem with the Queen Alien.
No.
Don't fuck with Ghostfoot.
Well, I don't think a power loader is going to fuck with Ghostfoot either. James is very, very adamant about getting, the power loader when it comes to shit. But I feel like power loader is just going to slow you down with Ghostfoot. I mean, we're probably going to build a whole arc over Ghostfoot, and he needs an origin story. All this stuff's going to have to go down.
Yeah, he sounds like a serious character.
Not only serious, man. He's not one to mess with.
Yeah.
Writing a short film about Ghostfoot already.
I can't wait to hear the music. What kind of music goes with Ghostfoot, right? You have to have that like eerie but yet almost mythical music to go with it, like and that in between. I can already see the trailer in my head. Like, there was something here just a minute ago. Look at the size of that footprint. I mean, like it's all just writing itself as we go. Hashtag Ghostfoot takeover is happening. So we are We are going down for sure. But HorrorHound, you guys, let's not lose track. This is quickly becoming about Ghostfoot as much as I want it to be about Ghostfoot. Believe me, I didn't. It's the show I didn't know I wanted. But now that I see that
but the people they demand Ghostfoot.
James is even throwing introducing the new rock sensation Ghostfoot. Get your tickets now. It's all going down. Man.
Friday night at the Thunderdome, Ghostfoot.
Yeah.
Making a special appearance at HorrorHound, Ghostfoot. All we'll do is draw footprints around HorrorHound before it opens. You know what I mean? Get your picture taken with Ghostfoot. I'm telling you, it's
his entrance will be huge, like 10 feet tall with smoke, but there'll be nobody in there.
There's not just footprints.
Yeah,
just the footprints will be there. I'm telling you, it's writing itself, you guys. I'm telling you.
Scary music. Okay, that is enough of that.
I can't help it. Wayne Turner's in the chat saying, hi, all. I'm late, 11:25 here in Monday in Sydney, Australia. Wayne, I hope you are feeling better, my man. Always good to see you, brother. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, guys, let me go ahead and bring up HorrorHound because we have everything from HorrorHound here. 20 years of horror. Are we still in the 20th anniversary for HorrorHound, Matt? Is this still considered the 20th anniversary? I thought the last one was.
Yeah, it would sound pretty ridiculous if so. I feel like we've had like 3 of these. Honestly. So yeah, I honestly do not know, brother. Yeah.
Well, maybe the last one, the guests weren't great, so they're like, we're going to try it again. We're going to try to squeeze this one in here and consider it the 20th.
Yeah, I still feel like it's their second go at that, but yeah.
Their first one, apparently, according to Google, was July of 2007.
What? Oh.
According
we haven't even hit 19th yet.
Yeah, according to Google here, HorrorHound Weekend's first event took place July of 2007 in Indy.
That's odd. And we've been having 2 years of the 20th anniversary. Okay.
Yeah. Hell freaking yeah. Yeah, it's guys, guests. We need to start with guests, okay? Because that is, the big deal with guests. The first 2, I'll just go line by line, as we usually do. We got Matthew and Skeet, right?
Of course.
Talk about the lines, right? Especially that the lines that at HorrorHound, there's not a lot of room. These guys always have the lines closed off by the end of them. Like they're absolutely crazy to get in there. Like seriously. Did Matthew at Scarefest, did Skeet at HorrorHound Indy. And HorrorHound Indy, Matt, do you remember it was a little more open? Trying to get in for these guys was always tough in Cincinnati.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I have a feeling it's going to be, especially Lillard, man. He's been gaining a lot of steam, with the Five Nights at Freddy and everything. He is a guy. And for all you out here that want to see him, just be ready, be prepared. He's getting harder and harder to get to. So, and I get it. You're having two big, franchises booming at the same time with Scream and Five Nights at Freddy and stuff. Like, yeah, he's red hot right now, man.
And he just joined. So he just joined the newest season of Daredevil: Born Again.
There you go.
And the upcoming Carrie remake, he's in it.
And you know what, guys? Let's say this. Freaking good for him, man, because, I'm not saying he's had a, poor career by any means, but also, there for a while, you just didn't really see or hear from Matthew Lillard. And as far as I'm concerned, I've always liked him. I know a lot of people do. Just damn good for him, man, is what I've been thinking that for a while now, getting back into the Scream and the Five Nights at Freddy and, what you're saying, Eric. But I think it's freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Without a paddle.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
But he was also the roommate in Senseless with Marlon Wayans. Y'all remember that?
No.
Do you guys remember Hackers?
Oh my God! Did you see what he said about the part 2? There's a script for Hackers 2
I liked Hackers
already. So like it could be. He originally auditioned for the Johnny Lee Miller part. But yeah, at Scare Dice 2 weeks ago, Matthew's line was consistently full, and to a point where on the final day, when you got there in the morning, they gave you a card, and by the end of by midday, if you didn't have a card already, they wouldn't even let you join the line.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So he's one that you're gonna have to devote a couple hours to waiting to actually get. Without a VIP skip the line sort of situation, you're a good portion of one of those days is going to be waiting to meet him. But he also he gives time to people when you're in his line.
I gotcha.
So
hell yeah. I mean, it won't be a line that I will be in for sure at HorrorHound.
Unfortunately, it will be a line that I get in because I didn't get him last weekend at Scare Dice, and I got to get him to sign the freaking painting. So he's going to be one of the ones I wait the longest for, I think.
It's got to get that early entry Friday, brother. That's going to be your best bet. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next two. We have David Arquette and Machete himself, Danny Trejo. So another Screen alum, celebrating the 30th anniversary of Scream. They're bringing Dewdrop down. I met him 2 years ago at Scarefest. He was super cool. Never met Danny Trejo. Believe me, if that's an opportunity, I'd love to just get a picture with him. You know what I mean? This is Jetty. Tell me about Dusk Till Dawn. That's the one I want to know about. You know what I mean? I fucking love Dusk Till Dawn.
I'm super excited about him as well because From Dusk Till Dawn is my favorite vampire movie of all time. But I went to Madame Tussauds wax museum in LA, and I stood next to. He's so small. He's I think he's 5'5".
Okay.
So that it shook me when I saw that. I was like, come on, I know he's shorter than they make him look, but is that real? That is real. So I want a photo with him for that reason, if I'm being honest.
Hell yeah. Matt, what about you, buddy? What are you feeling about these two?
I'm stoked for Danny Trejo, dude. Absolutely stoked, man. I loved him in Con Air, playing Johnny 23. I thought, and also I'm not saying he's the best actor out there, but he's not bad, dude. He can go for, I thought he was very good, even in Rob Zombie's Halloween as the janitor, showing a little bit of kindness to Michael was kind of a cool thing. But just an iconic dude, man, and so many great films. I'm with you on Dusk Till Dawn, guys. I'd have to think on it, Eric, to say if it's my fave, but it's up there. It's up there in the conversation, man. Such a great movie, dude. But he's one I want to meet for sure.
I mean, he was in, one of my favorite movies as a teenager, Blood In, Blood Out, Bound by Honor. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie.
No.
But it was a Latino gangster movie in the 90s. And
they got Danny Trejo. I'm shocked.
Yeah, dude. It was good. I always loved it. It's probably been years since I've seen it, but definitely looking forward to it.
I actually like gangster movies, man. I might. What? Yeah. So this is it a late 80s, early 90s movie?
90s. Yeah.
I'll check it out, man.
Blood In, Blood Out, Bound by Honor. It's
okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I like to get my gangster on every now and again.
Oh yeah. All right, Cassandra Peterson, Elvira herself will be in Cincinnati Friday, along with Nico McBrain. How do you say that? I'm not a big fan of Iron Maiden.
McBrien, I think.
It just looks.
Yeah, I'm sure McBrain just sounds a little.
Well, that's
no, I see it. I see it. But it's probably like a Brian or something.
And I mean, I was looking up, last time when Elvira was supposed to come to HorrorHound, I was looking up, age and everything because I've only seen Elvira at one other con I went to, and that was in Arizona. So I know that she doesn't frequent these parts, very often. So I don't know how many more opportunities to meet, a horror icon like Elvira there will be. So I definitely want to make sure that she'll be at the top of my list of people to meet this weekend, for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. She's so iconic, and I don't know why the bit of, I mean, I do know why, but the bit of hers that stands out to me the most is in that movie when she like falls and she like hits her head, and the dude's like, "How's your head?" And she goes, "I've never had any complaints so far." Oh, and dude, I laugh so fucking hard every time I hear that bit.
So good. So good. Michelle's already thrown it out. Get me a signed pick, Michael. Yeah, Michelle came down for the last one. She canceled. Yeah, I got you. I'll take care of you. I get you. Yeah, she's gonna be probably the reason. Like I always do the early entry because I just buy a weekend pass. I go there. I pay the $20 to get in early. I'll do that again, and I'm gonna go straight to Elvira's line, even if that's my entire Friday. Right? I don't care. That's the one that I want to get from this.
You think hers will be that long?
Dude, in Arizona, there were some juggernauts there, and her line was second only to Roberts. It was just a fucking line all the way down the whole time. Now, that was a couple years ago.
I could be wrong, Michael, but I don't think it's going to be. I don't think she'll be as bad as at least Arizona.
Yeah, I feel like she's not like in modern pop culture. She's not as huge. Now, given this is a horror convention, so the people going aren't the entire world. They're specifically horror people. But I feel like she's not as big in pop culture right now as most of the other people on this list. So, I don't know. I'm not imagining her line being very long.
It surprised me in Arizona.
Okay.
Maybe there's more.
I could be wrong. I'm. So you said you do pay the $20 to get in early. Is that every day or is that just Friday?
Just Friday, and they give you the early entry bracelet for the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean you pay the $20 on Friday, but can you go in early on Saturday as well?
Yes.
Okay, so theoretically you could use because I'm like, if I do the early entry on Friday, I'm probably going to use that for Matt because I think that will be the best opportunity to get him. But I if her line is as long as you're describing there, I might have to do that on Saturday.
Fridays, Matt, and back me up on this. Fridays are the best day to get anything done. I mean,
absolutely,
if you really want to get
absolutely because it's Friday, then Sunday, and obviously then Saturday. But Friday is a really good day for autographs, man. I've always found that.
Well, a lot of people are still at work too, like on Friday. And Friday's a shorter day, so anybody who's doing like a single day ticket, Friday's the last day they're gonna pick.
Yeah.
And in retrospect, it's really the smartest day to pick. If you're, especially like you're a newcomer and you don't want all the hustle and bustle, you might just want one or two autographs. Like at the booth all weekend, I tell people, that are, if they're new to it, pick Friday or Sunday. Sundays are pretty nice too. A lot of people are heading out early, by 3:00. It's kind of a ghost town, just people lingering. And yeah.
Especially if you're going to buy something from a vendor. I find that Sundays are the best day to do so. Now, there are times where something will be sold out that you wanted, but there are times, and Michelle, you can back me up on this one, that painting of Friday the 13th I got at Scarefest. Originally they wanted $300 for it, and I ended up getting it for $125. But 25 of those dollars were mystery bags that, Michelle wanted that we got for free. So ultimately paid $100, for that picture. It's because people don't want to lug all that stuff back to their trucks, and reload everything. So they're going to cut you those deals.
Dude, come see. I'll tell anybody, come see my ass on Sunday. I absolutely am tired of lugging that shit. I'm tired of lugging that shit out of my shop to all these conventions, back to my shop. Yeah, I'll lose money on some things sometimes. It's like, shit, I've had it this long, especially if it's big.
Yeah.
Give me a reasonable offer, it's yours, man. So I totally get that. And back to the like Elvira line. Sometimes, man, sometimes there's just no rhyme or reason. I've been to a convention where I saw, say, Doug Bradley, and I almost felt bad that he didn't have that many people in his line. I'm like, that's fucking Doug Bradley, And I want to say, like, either a couple months down the road or maybe the very next year, he was at a convention, and it was just continuous line. It's like, okay, you guys found out that that's Doug Bradley, Pinhead. I don't know, but sometimes you just can't really make heads or tails of it.
And I was telling Matt about that earlier because remember when David Arquette was at Scarefest like 2 years ago? His line consistent, always had a line. Down at Scaredice 2 weeks ago, there were like long stretches where there was no line at his table. You could walk right up and talk to him.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
And
So
Tyler Maine's like that as well. Like one time it can be flooded, and other times you can just walk. Like when I got Tyler Maine to sign my picture, I just walked right up to his. There was no line whatsoever, and there was nobody behind. I talked to him for like 10 minutes talking about his book. I told him that, I crowdfunded, did his crowdfunding for his book that he did. So we were talking back and forth about that. And, we talked about a couple things, and there was nobody behind me. And I ended up leaving before anyone even came up behind me. So, I mean, but then again, you can wait 2 hours and he's got a line that's all the way back, on the other side. And it's crazy, man. Like, I think that you put it best, Matt. There really is no rhyme or reason to some of these lines. And I mean, with Elvira, you would think that most of the people in the line for her are going to be people around our age. You know what I mean? It's somewhat in our age, and it really depends on how many people go to those, because if it's heavy, like HorrorHound Cincinnati, is it heavy on like 40-year-olds? Her line's going to be banging.
Our age and older,
Yeah.
She was really even a little bit before me. I don't know that much about Elvira. I mean, I know, the gist of what she did and stuff, but
yeah, I mean,
I don't have memories of watching Elvira and things like that.
I've got very great memories of watching Elvira.
I'm not watching her, but looking at the photos. I've got great memories looking at the photos.
Yeah, she's a beautiful woman, man. Absolutely beautiful woman.
Not only is she physically beautiful, man, she's a beautiful person. She always takes time to talk to her people. I talked to her in passing. Like, I didn't wait in her line. She was walking one way, I was walking the other, and I said, "Oh, it's Elvira." I was like, "Hey, how are you?" And she stopped to have a conversation with me. She asked me where I was from. She asked me if I was enjoying the con. I told her I was from Ohio. She's like, "Wow, you came a long way." I talked to her that I was there to see a premiere of Dylan's New Nightmare. Dude, we talked for like 2 or 3 minutes, just her in passing, and I did not really initiate the conversation or try to hold her up. She took the time to have that conversation with me in passing, which is not really heard of too much for these guys. Sometimes you get somebody to wave to you, or something like that. But yeah, she was great. She was absolutely great. Michelle did give one Movies and Beyond membership. Thank you so much for that, Michelle. It means the world to me when you guys do that. Thank you a million times. Thank you. All right, guys, we are going into Cobra Kai territory. Not only Cobra Kai, but we are going into the original Karate Kid. We have Ralph Macchio and William Zabka. Depending on your point of view, the Karate Kid is going to be there. Was the Karate Kid Ralph Macchio, or was it William Zabka?
Are you pulling the Barney Stinson right now?
Now, I'm not asking your opinion on the matter. All I'm saying is either way you see it, the Karate Kid will be in Cincinnati on Friday. So definitely look forward to seeing these guys. I don't think that I'm going to get them to sign anything, unfortunately, but they're both going to be there. So where are you guys at? We'll start with you, Matt. Where are you at with Ralph Macchio and William Zabka there?
So, dude, and you guys know, Eric, you guys know I'm very, very picky. And mostly I watch horror. I don't branch off to hardly anything. I'm mainly horror. But I feel like I always have these oddball things that I'm just drawn to. Cobra Kai was definitely one of those, man. I just binged the shit out of that. They were easy to watch, fast, fun as hell. And what's crazy about it is I'm not even that big of, say, a Karate Kid fan.
Yeah.
I just thought that the whole chemistry of them, being in their 40s and still bickering and bitching about who won and stuff cracked me the hell up. And they just did it so well. And then I could relate a lot to Johnny, man. So I may meet both of them, but I really would like to meet Johnny. He was my dude in Cobra Kai. And there's going to be a gentleman helping us at the booth by the name of Charlie. And I just recently met him a few months back at the shop. Very, very nice guy. But he actually ran into, at the flea market, one of those original costumes of the skeleton. You guys remember those?
Oh, yeah.
Chasing Karate Kid wearing the skeleton costume. He ran into one that he picked up for $5, and it looks spot dead on, So I'm going to try to get him to sign that and maybe do some kind of like shadow box thing with it and display that up in the shop. I think that would be a pretty cool thing. But yeah, dude, I love Karate Kid, man. And we'll also be bringing for you Cobra Kai fans. We've got that 3-pack figure set by Diamond Select. You open it up and it's got Ralph and it's got William on one side, and then it's got Kreese, the trainer, in the middle. We've got all 3 signatures on that bad boy. It's a badass piece for a Cobra Kai fan. But hell, come see me Sunday if it's still there. Like I said, I'll give you a hell of a deal. But yeah, man, yeah. What do you think on that,
Eric?
I've actually never watched Cobra Kai. I've heard nothing but good things.
Yeah, just
never got around to watching it. If
You'll
I'm being
feel like
honest,
a nerd watching it, I'll tell you that. You'll feel like the biggest nerd, but you still won't turn it off.
I've heard it has oh gosh, what's his name? I feel terrible for forgetting his name because he's one of my favorite actors right now. Oh my god, hold on, I gotta look up the dude's name. Because he was he played Richard.
Cobra Kai?
I've heard he is, but I don't know. Paul Walter Hauser.
I don't.
Do you know who he plays by chance?
I don't. He's a chubbier guy. He's really.
Oh yeah. Dude, he
Fucking
plays Stingray.
Stingray. I almost said Rooster for some reason, but yeah, Stingray.
Eric, I got to meet him 2 years ago at HorrorHound. He's an awesome dude, man. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he plays a recurring character named Stingray, eccentrical. But I really like him, so I'd watch it for him. I like, as much as I watched the Karate Kids and that I did find them entertaining movies, they were never really my big thing. In terms of karate, like around my era, it was more like Three Ninjas. I loved Three Ninjas. And for Ralph Macchio, I want to meet him for like My Cousin Vinny. Like
it's funny, Eric, because when you guys came back to me, I was gonna say the same thing, only not My Cousin Vinny. It was gonna be the Outsiders because Thomas C. Howell is gonna be there as well.
Oh, so interesting.
I could get that. Like you guys always know that I'm always like, stay golden, Pony Boy. And
I do too.
The 2 that said that in the Outsiders are going to be at HorrorHound. So if I could get a Stay Golden Pony Boy something, I could get both of them to fucking sign it. And I think not for like any collector type of things or type of thing. It would just be something for me. You know what I mean? To have those 2 guys on something, that was probably my favorite part of the Outsiders. God, there was tons of them. To have them on, dude, 100%. Like, yes, don't get me wrong. Love the Karate Kid. I loved Cobra Kai. But I think that with those 2 being there, man, I'd almost have to go the Outsiders with that for sure.
Yeah. Outsiders is great, dude. But yeah, for me, it's gonna be My Cousin Vinny.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen those guys, man.
I do see that Jeff D'Angelo has made his entrance.
What's up, Jeff?
To the show. What's up, Jeff? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday.
I'll be right back, Michael. Take a quick restroom break, guys.
All right, buddy. Michelle was saying, I love Karate Kid, Three Ninjas, and My Cousin Vinny. Don't forget The Outsiders, Michelle. You got to throw that in there. You got to throw that in there if you're talking about it, for sure. Let's move on. You ready to move on, Eric? Let's see who we got next.
Yeah.
Scrolling down, we have Ethan Embry and Kevin Dillon. I will let you go on Ethan Embry because the only thing I really remember him from, to be honest, is The Walking Dead. So
wait, are you serious? You don't remember Vegas Vacation?
It's been a minute since I've seen Vegas Vacation.
What about Can't Hardly Wait?
Hey, dude, you're bringing up some old stuff here. Okay.
Okay, so I just met Ethan Embry at Scaradise 2 weeks ago. This dude, I think it's kind of early in his convention days, right? I don't think he's done a ton of them. You can tell, like, the seasoned convention people. I'm not saying they're not nice, but there's a little bit of a rhythm to it. Like, this is just another day for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Ethan Embry was legitimately happy and excited to meet every single person that wanted to meet him.
Yeah.
Coolest guy. It really made me hate the fact that I don't like the Scream movie he's in.
Oh my god.
I even told him, like, I'm like, yeah, I love Scream. He's like, what'd you think of 7? And I'm like, I love Scream.
Okay. You know, I do remember Empire Records. I actually own Empire Records. So he was in Empire Records as well.
He's like, so first of all, his vibe right now, I don't know if it's for a role or if that's just the way he is normally. He's got like a big old mustache, and he's always got like a what are the hats called where the front, like the top extends and like clips down, buttons down to the front, you know?
Like a beret?
Not a beret.
Oh,
it's like
a fuck. I know, like a Thomas Shelby hat. Like
yeah, like one of those. He's got one of those on. He's like, I don't know, dude. He's just a super chill guy. Very, very nice guy. Highly recommend meeting him if you like any of that, because he tells stories, like he remembers everything, and he's just so delightful.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, dude. Kevin Dillon, to me, it would always be Entourage. I know that he was in the Blob, he was in the Doors, Platoon, True Crime. It says all that below there, but to me,
Entourage.
It'll always be Entourage for Kevin Dillon for me. It just will be. He's fucking brother, dude. Like it's Entourage. You know, like that's where I'll go there for them. But let's go on to the next ones, you guys. Let's see who we got next. Jessica the Roth and Ruby Modine. These look like Happy Death Day. I remember her from Shameless. I really liked Shameless. Jessica Roth.
She was in Happy, like, I think her two big things have been Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You. That's where I know her from most.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby Modine was also just in the remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night, which I swear to God, people, if you have not seen it, go watch it. It's so fucking good.
I've heard that, Eric. Just like you said it. And it feels like it went under the radar, like, for how good it was. Like
it really did. And so she's like she's the female lead in the movie, and the guy is oh wow, why am I forgetting his name? Corey from fucking Halloween Ends.
Awesome. Rowan.
What's his name?
Rowan.
Rowan Campbell. Like, Rowan Campbell's the lead in it. But so I met both of them down there in Scaradise, and they're both so good. But yeah, Ruby Modine, also really cool, and she was also in Happy Death Day. She was the killer in the first one, I believe.
It's been a minute since I've seen that one. Actually, I think I have it over there somewhere.
She was the killer in the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michelle was asking about Scaradise, Eric. What is
Scaradise is it's kind of as far as I've seen, it's a smaller version of a bigger convention called Spookala, but it's in Florida. It's in Tampa. I was not planning to go to Scaradise at all. I made a joke to my buddy Marcus over at I Shot Him Six Times about like when I pulled it up, they had I think there was 14 different Scream cast members.
Yeah.
At Scaredice and a lot of them were people I'd never met yet, like Rory Culkin, Emma Roberts, Hayden Panettiere, lot of them, Nico from part 4. So I made a joke to Marcus about it, and he's like, yeah, let's just go. So I'm like, fuck it, and we did. So yeah, it's a smaller convention for sure. I think it's probably even smaller than HorrorHound.
And they have Rory and Emma Roberts there?
Rory, Emma Roberts, and Hayden Panettiere.
That's badass, dude.
It's the 30th anniversary of the original Scream, but it's the 15th anniversary for Scream 4 this year.
That's awesome. I love Rory Culkin. That's cool.
Oh, you had freaking Kirby there, dude. That's amazing.
He was so like Rory was so delightful too. Like I got him to autograph that painting I was telling you about, and he has my best, like my favorite line is Ghostface from any of the movies because it's so violent.
Yeah.
And I told him, like, when I got up to get his autograph, I'm like, man, it's a little bit of a longer quote. I'm sorry. He's like, no, it's great. I'd love to do it. So he's writing it. When he finished, he took a photo of it. He's like, I've never signed this on someone's stuff, so I kind of want a photo. But he's just a delightful guy.
That's awesome, dude. Because I would like to meet him, and he's a damn good actor too. And I don't think he gets enough credit for that. Like, I've seen him in a lot of other things, and dude's got range. Like, hell yeah.
It's always so good when you hear that people are great, you know, when meeting these celebrities, because you really never know how that's going to go. You know, some people are like, oh, he sucks, or oh, she sucks. And then you could have a totally different experience with them than everybody else. So it's always nice to hear, especially when you meet someone that you don't see very often, that they're cool as shit. Right.
And that's what I was telling you about Emma from down there as well, because Emma has like a reputation for being a diva and everything. As nice as could be to everyone down there, like smiling, happy to meet people. Like, and this was her first convention, from what I understand.
That's so badass, dude. I'm jealous of hell you got to meet them too.
Oh,
yeah, it was really cool, man. Really cool. I got a photo with I think it's 6 different ghost faces all in one photo.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That is freaking awesome. Michelle's asking about the HorrorHound. Yes, there's always one in March and there's always one in September. There's always 2 per year. For a while, Cincinnati and Indianapolis were rotating. One would be in Cincinnati, one would be in Indianapolis. But then Indy shut that shit down. So they've both been in Cincinnati for what, Matt? About 2 years now. This is probably the 3rd year.
Sounds about right.
That they've both been in Cincinnati. So yes, every March and every September.
And that was a blessing, dude.
Yeah.
That was, especially being a vendor, you know, HorrorHound, with not having to, you know, being so close, not having to, you know, get your, you know, room and board and everything is, dude, so nice.
Indy was ridiculously expensive. Parking alone when I was there. I got there on a Friday. I left on a Saturday afternoon, and I still paid $125 for parking.
Woo!
Yeah. So you could only imagine.
The convention itself was great, but expensive as shit.
Yeah, the parking was shit. Like it was bad. But I loved where they had the convention because there was room to breathe. It was like Scarefest. You know, it was wide open.
It was better than Scarefest because there were less people. Yeah.
It was wide open.
Yeah, it was. Sure. It was nice. It was nice.
Let's see. Let me catch up.
You know, another thing I think Michael would make that so great. As far as for me, that was the first time that they had the Mask Fest as well, and that's just a kick-ass spectacle.
Yeah, the first time I saw Mask Fest was in Indy, and that's where I got Jason X up here.
Right.
That was from Indy. Yeah,
right.
Like that's where I ended up getting that. And you know, I liked it so much. It was attached to a bus, and I told the guy, like, hey, dude, like, he wanted like $800 for the bus. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, that's not. I was like, dude, how much for just the mask? And he's like, well, let me see what I can do. And he gave me his number, and me and this dude were texting like all morning. And he's like, you know what? He's like, I'll do that mask for $200. I was like, fucking hold it. Don't let anybody look at it. I'm on my way. I left Robert England's line to pick up that mask. So Yeah, it fucking happened. I was like, well, peace out. You know, who's more important? Who do you like more, Michael, Freddy, or Jason? It's just like, it's Camp Crystal Lake.
Easy answer for you.
It's Camp Crystal Lake all day. It's just like, what?
I still wouldn't have got out of Robert Englund's line. I mean, what the dude hold it for you? Like,
I couldn't take a chance. I didn't know that motherfucker. Somebody else could have came up like, I'll give you $250, and he'll be like, all right, fuck it, take it. You know what I mean? No, dude. Uber was coming home with me that day.
Robert's lines are no joke, though, man.
No, they're not. They're not at all. Like, fuck that. All right, let's move on, guys. We have the two guys from American Werewolf in London. You know, for me, this is the first time seeing them together. I always see one and not the other one. Usually at the conventions I'm at, I never really see both of them at one. Maybe I'm overlooking something, but I don't ever remember seeing both of them.
Yeah, I've never seen them separated.
I was just going to say that. I don't think I've ever seen one without the other.
But having both of them there, if you are a fan of American Werewolf in London, it would definitely be, you know, a good poster, you know, to get signed, or a picture or something if you are a fan of that movie, for sure. It is definitely up there with the werewolf movies.
You know, here's what sucks, man. Like, well, not sucks, but you know, we've got some killer mask from Trick or Treat Studios from American Werewolf in London, and we've got both of their signatures on there. And I know this movie has a big following, and we've had these masks for like 2 years or longer. Like, once we got them, nobody seemed to give a shit. I have no idea why. You know, but yeah. So if anybody is a big American Werewolf in London fan, see me. I've got some killer shit from them. You know, it's really cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is a little bit more of a niche movie, I feel like. Well, it does have a huge following, and it's one of the better werewolf movies of all time, like with the effects and stuff. Didn't it win the Oscar for like makeup and effects and stuff?
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know for a fact.
The makeup and transformation, and it's just my opinion, are top notch. But it's probably one of my least favorite werewolf movies. Like, it's way down there for me. I know it's not. Oh God, I can't stand that movie.
Yeah, you like what you like, right? That's what we always say.
You do, but I'll give the credit for the makeup, the transformation. I'll give that credit all damn day.
Yeah, it did. It won the Oscar for best makeup. So it's like, it's literally an Oscar-winning werewolf movie, which we don't get a lot of horror. I mean, here recently, horror's had
probably
a big
never
uptick.
see again. Actually,
well, I think it just happened tonight. Frankenstein just won best makeup.
But he's not a werewolf.
Well, for werewolf, yeah. I was talking horror in general. Yeah,
I got you.
I mean,
I got you.
But see, we're not far off from that. They're running out of ideas. It's like Frankenstein turns into a werewolf. Somebody will make it.
Did you say Eric
Frankenstein werewolf
or just nominated?
It'll be on TV.
Frankenstein won tonight for best makeup, and then Amy Madigan won for best supporting actress for Weapons.
Oh,
nice.
And then Sinners won best original screenplay. So horror is actually like cleaning up tonight.
That's good.
Hell yeah.
That is good. Is it original screenplay though, Eric?
there's a mighty large amount of From Dusk Till Dawn in there. I tell you that.
It's like, is it though? I mean, I want horror to win everything, but I'm just saying, you know, is it though? But yeah, man. Definitely. Let me go through some of these. Russell was saying, I heard that Robert Englund wants to play Freddy one more time.
Not true.
I've seen that popping up around, but I haven't heard Robert say that, and I haven't seen an official like article, you know, stating a source or anything. So I really don't.
I don't think I want him to play Freddy at this point.
So I will say the exact quote I saw today. It was not that. He said he wants to be in another Nightmare movie, but he does not want to play the main antagonist. He said, I don't have, like, and if this is a direct quote, I'm not certain, but the direct quote that I read was, I don't have Freddy in me anymore.
Yeah.
So he wants to be in a Nightmare movie, but he doesn't want to play Freddy.
And that makes sense. I mean, that definitely makes sense.
I think he should play one of the Dream Demons in a Nightmare remake, who literally gives the new Freddy their power. Like, it's a passing of the torch. That's awesome right there.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know how I'd have to think about that. I don't know how I would. For me, I think that if he's Freddy, that would be hard to do at this point. I think that if he's not, maybe a cameo, just a fucking janitor or something, I'd be fine with. But I think that if there's gonna be a new Freddy, that guy needs the space to make it his own. I do. I honestly do. But I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I'm telling you, Jeff. I'm sorry, Jeff's saying that's one of my new costumes is supposed to be Frankenstein Wolfman hybrid. I'm telling you, that movie's like 2 years away from coming out on Tubi. It's called Frankenstein Werewolf. I'm telling you, it's coming.
Bro, sorry, just really quick, really quick. It's off topic, but in the Slash of the Titans, one of the scripts where they talk about fucking going to where Jason's buried after the events of Jason Goes to Hell, and it's his body from the beginning of I think it's his body from the beginning of part Jason Goes to Hell, his actual body, but they describe putting him back together using barbed wire as stitches and him being similar, like looking similar to Frankenstein. But I'm like, could you imagine how terrifying that would look? Like Kane Hodder sized Jason, but he's been like blown to pieces and then put back together using barbed wire and stuff. Like it sounded terrifying, but like Frankenstein
sounds terrifying being stitched up with barbed wire.
He's dead at the time. They do that, then they bring him back to life.
Thank God. Damn.
Oh,
Jesus. We'll fix this up. Just let me get a little barbed wire here real quick.
We got it. It's going down. All right. Moving on, we have Jamie Kennedy and W. Earl Brown, both Scream alum. Jamie Kennedy, I have met. W. Earl Brown, I have not. Eric, I will go to you first for this one.
Jamie Kennedy, obviously great. I'm seeing him do a few less cons. There's some like conspiracy theories, or there's some rumors going around that he's being invited to less of them because of how he's talking about Hollywood. He is not shying away on his podcast from just kind of talk. Like he wasn't even invited to the Scream 7 premiere. That was yeah, like before the movie. Like if you see, it's like almost the original cast that does the premieres and stuff was all there except for him, and he did a podcast. He says, yeah, there's a good reason why I wasn't there. I wasn't invited, but I've met him a couple times. He's an interesting character. W.O. Brown, Kenny the cameraman from part 1, unsung hero from the movie, but he's also in one of my favorite like sports movies of all time, which actually has very little sports in it. Draft Day with Kevin Costner.
Dude, that's a great movie.
I've loved that movie, dude. Like there's almost no actual sports in it, but like it stresses me the fuck out the whole movie.
Dude, spoiler alert, when he puts that deal together at the end, I mean, fucking,
you're like, he saves the fucking team right there,
dude.
Like I love how the dude, he's like, he took one pick, sprinkled some fairy dust on it, and turned it into 3 team change. I like that's fucking like that's what. Could you imagine like your favorite professional sports teaming having that GM?
Yeah,
like.
What a great movie.
Vontae Mack, no matter what.
Yeah, his dad. It's Something About Mary. He's in that as well. At least he's credited for it. I don't remember him in Something About Mary, but then again, it's been a while since I've seen it. But he was also in Mandalorian and Boba Fett, which is awesome. Jamie Kennedy, for me, it was a odd interaction when I met him. Definitely feel that there were other things influencing my man there. For sure, but definitely odd. Matt, how about you with Jamie Kennedy? And have you met W. Earl Brown before?
So I have met Jamie Kennedy, and I liked him. I liked him quite a bit. I knew going into, I heard all the things I heard about him, and I like when people are a little off, a little quirky. Hell, I'm a little off and quirky. I'm not, even gonna lie. So I like that about him, and he was very cool. he looked like he definitely came in looking like a hobo. The beard, clothes all wrinkled up, and I'm just, whatever, man. I kind of got a chuckle out of it, but he was pretty cool. And I'm probably not going to try to meet him this time around. I like to get a lot of Scream autographs and things like that. But you start getting too many, and the price goes up on things. As far as Earl Brown, he, no disrespect, but does what he does nothing for me. The things he's been in. I'm not a Mandalorian fan. So yeah, was he the camera guy, Eric?
Yeah, he's the camera guy, and like I said,
I liked him as the camera guy in the original Scream for sure. But yeah, doesn't hold a lot of weight for me.
He was like, people don't give him enough credit. Like, he saw Ghostface standing behind Randy on the couch. Bro got up to run in there like unarmed, like, I gotta go try to save this kid. And he was ready to throw hands, and with his dying action, he pointed Sydney to the escape hatch so she could get away from Ghostface. Like,
that's pretty sick.
Dude was a real one. Just saying, Kenny the cameraman was a real one.
That's pretty cool. Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Moving on. We have Roger L. Jackson, which needs no introduction, and Craig Dane. I do not know Craig Dane.
We should move on from Craig Dane because there's no way to talk about Craig Dane in Scream 7 without spoiling something.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
So
Roger, right?
You know what sucks about Scream 7? One of the many things to me that sucks about Scream 7 is there's another voice that's used so often that you barely get any Roger L. Jackson classic Ghostface.
Yeah.
But I mean, he is.
Why is that, Eric? What else are they using?
I cannot say. I can't say without spoiling it.
You're talking strictly Scream 7.
Yeah, strictly Scream 7. Okay. Yeah.
I thought you meant like in general. Okay, I got you.
No, yeah, just in Scream 7. But in terms of like Scream franchise overall, he's one of two people who's been in every single movie. It's just him and Courtney Cox. They're the only two that have been in every single movie.
Very cool.
So
yeah, because even Nev wasn't in 6, so and that's the only one Nev hasn't been in, correct? Was 6?
She was not in 6. She was a small character in 5, but she wasn't in 6 at all.
I got you. Melissa is saying, what's the point of an autograph? Never understood it. It's just a signature. To me, it's a memory, right?
Yeah.
So to me, it's a memory of, kind of having a prize for the memory of meeting the person that you have the signature for. That's what it means to me. And I'm sure that it means, something different to everyone. But for me, it's always tied to the memory of the event for me. And then like I have my Jason wall, right? Where I get everybody to sign a picture and I hang them up on my Jason wall. And it's just, I fucking love it. My Jason wall is my favorite wall that I have in my whole damn place. I'm telling you. But Roger L. Jackson, dude, he's super cool. When I met him, a little more expensive. Like when I went to Scarefest to meet him, it was like $100, and I was just like, oh, like Matthew Lillard's like 80, Skeet's like 60. You're 100. Like
the unknown thing about, or the not the unknown thing, but I think like the X factor for Roger is his voice acting hits a lot of different franchises where you don't even realize.
Yeah.
So I think like you gotta think like Samurai Jack, the Powerpuff Girls. He's got a lot of stuff under his belt that you don't necessarily associate with him because he's doing a voice acting role. And I think that might play into it. I'm not certain though, but he was like unexpectedly expensive to meet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not one that I would want to do again because of that, right? Like it kind of like turns me off to it a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know why it did that. I mean, when someone told me that Hayden Christensen's autograph was $350, I was like, yeah, I could see that. It's fucking Anakin, right? It's Darth Vader. Like, Darth Vader's the most recognizable villain on planet Earth, whether you've seen Star Wars, like Star Wars, hate Star Wars. Everybody knows who the fuck Darth Vader is, right? It's iconic. But then you look at, some of the other guys to where, like you talked about Matthew Lillard, like his career right now, he's doing a lot of different stuff. And, even Nev Campbell, like she's done a lot and her autograph was never $100, so I can see it from one angle. Others, I don't know. It's kind of tough. For sure.
Speaking of, there's a convention this weekend in Richmond. It's GalaxyCon, and he's the headliner there. Hayden Christensen is.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like somebody once told me, like, everything that I wanted Hayden to write on something would have cost altogether. It was like $500, right, for his autograph. And somebody told me, that's too much. And I said, no, it's not. I just don't have enough. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I looked at it as if I were to get Anakin Skywalker to sign a Darth Vader helmet and write something on it like, this is where the fun begins, or something like that, Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christensen, I would cherish that for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just tough, man. I guess it really depends on who it is, for that. But all right, let's just go ahead and move on. I won't cry about prices. Gina Gershon, and yes, none other than the remake Jason, who is in fact at HorrorHound this year, Derek Mears.
No, but Michael, but you're right. I just got to say the one thing about the, when we're talking pricing, and this will be the last thing. It is, though, with the prices of some of these autographs these days, you do have to put a lot more thought into it. You really do. Like, what does this, mean to you? And,
right.
You just do. I just can relate, man. I had to put my 2 cents in there because, like, especially with running the business and everything, like, it's something we're constantly thinking about. You start talking about $100. Sometimes we get into $200, $300 autographs and stuff, and like, it's just no joke. Is it worth that? Like, I get it, man.
It's all going to come down to what that autograph means to the person paying the price.
Absolutely.
Like, to me, I could say, Roger L. Jackson, $100 is a lot, but then you could have somebody else that loves Ghostface more. They would pay $200 for that because that's what it's worth to them. Right.
Yeah. And you can know the worth of something and be like, okay, I'm getting this for this. It's definitely a good deal. But you also have to know, even though you think you've got a good deal on something, you're spending a lot of money. You might hold on to that items from a selling point. You got to wait on that specific buyer. You know what I mean? You could hold on to that for 2-3 years when you start talking money like that. But yeah.
I mean, you also get into like the supernatural people, like they call
we carry a lot of their stuff.
In order to go to the conventions that they even do, it's like thousands of dollars.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. But who would be, sorry, just one quick question, who would be the person you would pay the most to get an autograph for who's alive?
Ric Flair. No, let me
Woo!
Yeah.
I may have to get back with you on that one, Eric.
Yeah. I know, dude. I'm assuming we're probably going to end up speed running some of these.
It would probably be Michael Jordan, to be honest with you. You're probably looking at the greatest basketball player of all time that's still alive. Either that or maybe Tom Brady. Like, that's, to me, those would probably be the ones that I would spend, the most money on. And I think that it would be Michael Jordan. If we're sticking to anything, right, that we would pay enough for. Like, hey, if you pay me $1,000, you can meet Michael Jordan and he'll fucking sign something for you. It's probably like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Not for just the experience of meeting the greatest of all time, but the experience of, hey, when I die, this is going to be worth something ridiculous to someone.
I'm thinking hard, Eric. I might have to just like text you sometime random out of the blue.
Yeah. I'm thinking. Honestly, I don't even know the answer for myself, but it would probably.
I like the Michael Jordan though, Michael. I like that a lot. Like
my head was still stuck on horror specifically, but opening it up to anyone does like it makes it really crazy. Like I met Bill Murray when I was in the Navy and got an autograph on a hat from him. I don't even have it anymore. Just kind of let it go. Like never even thought about it, what I had at that point.
Yeah,
and
that's
looking
awesome.
back now, I'm like, God, it was so stupid. Like I was volunteering while I was in the Navy at like a golf tournament. And he was there, and we randomly just got to say hi to him, and he autographed my hat.
This is a little more simple than say Michael Jordan per se, and maybe even your Bill Murray's. I would, if we're sticking horror genre, I could see myself dropping some fairly stupid money for something signed with the duo of Patrick and Vera Farmiga. You know,
Ooh, that's a good.
I would, something sick like Conjuring, like a I don't know, an Annabelle case or some shit. Like, I would drop some money on that.
Maybe Kurt Russell signing something from The Thing.
That'd be sick.
Oh fuck, cool. Kurt and Keith.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp, Nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, Michelle threw out Johnny Depp there. There's a lot.
Yeah, I would like the Patrick and the Vera on something. That'd be sick, dude. That'd be so sick. And what a great franchise, The Conjuring.
Yeah, highest grossing horror franchise out there.
That's crazy.
Sorry.
But moving on, Gina Gershon, dude. For me, it's always gonna be fucking Face Off. I'm sorry, it's always gonna be Face Off. John Travolta, Nicolas Cage. That's what I'm always. I see her face. I think Face Off. Derek Mears, you don't have to ask me about Jason. You already know. You already know that I'm gonna be there. I'm definitely. He's not on my wall yet. He's on my mask and he's
sorry
on my
guys,
poster up there.
A water, Michael.
Yeah, but he's not on my Jason wall yet. So he's 100%. I'm gonna swing by and see Derek Mears again. I was lucky enough to meet him not last year, but the year before at Scarefest. We got to stand next to him. My picture taken of him with him and Michelle, and he's like a giant standing next to both of us. He's so fucking cool.
Dude, he's tall standing next to me, and I'm like 6'2".
Yeah, dude. Yeah. But I mean, with Gina, dude, it's Face Off. Like she's instantly recognizable for me, as Castor Troy's girlfriend in that movie. And it's just freaking fantastic.
For me,
how about you for these? What's that?
So for me, it's Showgirls. Derek is delightful. He's another one of those big hulking like monster guys, but he's just so fun. And like when I talked to him about being Jason, because I brought it up and everything, he has you can tell he did not take that shit lightly. He put thought into it. He put character work in it. And like, I don't fancy myself an actor. I did take acting classes and I went to college for it. You can tell he put like work in the way he talks about it. He put like mask work into it, and he's not just some fucking mindless oaf out here with a machete.
Yeah.
So it was really nice to see. If anyone's a fan of the remake, highly recommend meeting him. Good guy.
Yeah, and not only that, if you watch some of the behind the scenes stuff with the remake, he talks about the extensive studying he did on Jason Voorhees before he took that role, and he was already a fan. So that helped. Like getting to play a role of something that you're a fan of. It's just like, one day he had to look in the mirror and say, I can pull this off. Look at me. I'm fucking huge, fucking bald headed. I'm going to this audition. You know what I mean? Like, I fucking love Jason Voorhees, and he does, man. And, like he's meeting him and looking at him, dude, he could still put on the mask, and still be a hulking fucking Jason.
Oh, dude, him and I feel terrible. I'm forgetting his name from part 5.
Well, no, I don't think that part 5 Jason would do it. Tom Morga wouldn't do it. CJ Graham in 6.
Yeah, 6. That's what. CJ Graham Like if you told me that dude was playing the Jason for the the next upcoming movie, I'd be like, they made a fucking good choice. Dude is like huge.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, dude. It's freaking fantastic, dude. I'm so happy that Derek Mears is gonna be there. That
Have you met him before?
one time, yes. We got our
Okay.
picture taken next to him. It's ridiculous. I'll show you the picture sometime. It's funny. He's so much bigger than us. It's great. But let's go ahead and jump down. Yeah. Dasha Polanco. I really don't know too much. I see she was in Walking Dead, Dead City. I've seen that, but only once, one time around. Lori Petty to me. I'll always think Point Break with Keanu Reeves. I'll always think that, and A League of Their Own with Gina Davis and Tom Hanks. She was the young pitcher. So yeah, I see she was in Bates Motel. It's been a little while since I've seen it, so I would probably have to go back and rewatch that. But what do you guys think? I'll start with you, Eric, 'cause you're directly below me. What do you think of these two?
Dasha Polanco, I know from Orange is the New Black. That's the only thing I know her from. I got a little bit of a crush on her. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. Lori Petty, I know as Tank Girl. Obviously, there's no crying in baseball, but I'll always know her as Tank Girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, neither of these two are really high up on my list to meet. They're more of a, if I have time and money left over, wouldn't hate it.
Matt, where you at?
Same here. I mean, Eric actually knows. You guys both know a little bit more about both of these girls than I do. I don't know the Polanco at all. I did watch a few seasons of Orange is the New Black, but I can't place her. As far as Lori Petty, what I remember her from was A League of Their Own. Tank was a little bit before me. I believe I saw it, but was too young to remember. So yeah, with all the, I think we're going to get into some now that don't have a lot of meaning to me, but hopefully they, dude. I always it breaks my heart if any celebrity just kind of sits there and they don't have somewhat of a decent line. So I surely hope that they, get some people that follow them and they do well to convention. But yeah, they're not on my list whatsoever.
Oh yeah. All right, let's see who we got next. We've got,
now that man's on my list,
John Kaiser and Joe Dante, the Crypt Keeper himself. It's funny. I've been to a lot of conventions with him there, and I've still yet to meet him. I still have not met the Crypt Keeper, which is absolutely crazy. I should have a picture of the Crypt Keeper somewhere that he has signed, but I do not. And that's on me. Crypt Keeper is iconic, especially from when I was growing up. Tales from the Crypt was, a weekly watch for me. It's just like, oh shit, Tales from the Crypt is coming on. I'm watching this, every time it was on, and I love the Crypt Keeper. How about you guys? Where are you guys at with John Kaiser and Joe Dante?
Take it off, Eric.
Honestly, neither one of them are really on my list. I mean, I know who they are, but neither of them are in the franchises that really jump out to me. So they're probably lower on the list for me to meet as well.
Oh yeah.
Here's one thing I'd like to say about John. Is it Kassir? Am I saying that close? Kassir?
I think so.
As a from a business side of things with autographs and stuff like that, guys, he's one that has really impressed me because let's face it, Tales from the Crypt is older. So a couple years back, we went on a whim and we're like, what if we get one of these old, Crypt Keeper, dolls from Spencer's signed by him and, see how it does. And it flew out of the shop. And I want to say from that point on, we've probably sold 3 or 4 of them, man. People still love the Crypt Keeper, dude. And it's probably one of my first introductions to horror. I watched a lot of that with my dad, and I actually plan on my vacation watching some more of it this week with my dad. We both talked about that, finding some Tales from the Crypt. So, Yeah, his fans are still out there. He's still doing it. And then as far as Joe, I probably won't meet him. You know, it'd be like Eric says, like if you have some money left over. I am a Howling fan. That's more of a werewolf movie for me. I think that werewolf looks fantastic. I like the film a lot. You know, and NECA not too long ago came out with that pretty badass Howling werewolf figure. So if I got some money left over after some autographs, man, I wouldn't mind having him sign one of the new Howling werewolf, NECAs or something like that. So yeah, that's where I'm with those guys.
Oh yeah. Moving on to the next one. This is, horror royalty here, for sure. D Wallace. It's fucking D Wallace.
She is so awesome, dude.
I mean, dude, take your pick. Take your pick. I love Critters, Cujo, E.T. She was in Howling. And those are just naming the shit that's on the bottom here. D Wallace has been in a lot of fucking stuff. And in my opinion, horror royalty at this point. Start with you, Matt, with D Wallace.
Yeah, man. I got the hell, I think I beelined to her, man, when she first came to Scare. I think it was Scarefest a few years back. And she's an absolute joy, dude. She's an absolute sweetheart. I had her sign something, Rob Zombie Halloween. She was also the mother in Rob Zombie's Halloween. And she was just so open, man. I'm actually one, I don't try to hold celebrities up. I don't ask question after question. I say my little piece and that's pretty much about it. And if they want to talk, sure. She was super talkative, man. One thing I won't forget is that she said, and I hadn't seen Cujo in a long time, but I knew I enjoyed the film. And she said that hands down, that's the film that she was most proud of, that she just gave that film her all and it was exhausting. So I went back, I don't say it was the same night, but maybe the next day I watched Cujo again. And I was like, I get it, girl. Like, dude, she puts on a masterpiece in freaking Cujo, dude. You see all the emotion of a mom that would be in that situation. Like, kudos to her, dude. She absolutely did give that film her all, and that was just freaking awesome. And then Belinda, I'd say I don't know as much about her, except pretty much from The Howling. I was never a huge Gremlins fan. Yeah, she's cool, but yeah, I'm going D Wallace all day over between these two. So
yeah, 100%. Eric,
who's D Wallace?
Come on,
shut
up. I'm fucking with you. No, she's like she's like mid reach for me. She's not gonna be the first place I go. However, I do want to meet her. And I kind of want to get her to sign one of the Rob Zombie Halloween, something Rob Zombie Halloween. I might try to get something for her and Tyler Mane to sign.
Eric, I'd like to try to push her up a little further on your. Just take it from me for what it's worth. She is amazing, dude.
I hope you never met her, but she I know her more from Rob Zombie's Halloween. But the fact that she's been in there's 2 or 3 different huge franchises at the bottom there. I get it when you say she's horror royalty. I'm going to be honest. I haven't seen a lot of her work, and it's been a long time since I've seen Cujo, so couldn't place her there. The Frighteners been a long time as well. I wasn't huge on The Howling, but the thing I've seen her in most recently would be Rob Zombie's Halloween. So she's one that I'm gonna make it a point to get. However, if it's between her or any one of the Screamcasts that's there, I'm probably gonna go the Screamcast just because that's more my speed.
I'll tell you what, man. You owe yourself a Cujo rewatch. She is the main girl in Cujo. She's pretty much the main character.
Yeah.
Besides the dog, and her performance is fantastic.
She looks exhausted filming that,
dude. Not only that is her portrayal of a mother protecting her son is fucking phenomenal. Like even though Cujo looks like it's a made for TV movie, and then you see a dog rip somebody in half, and you're like, oh shit, like this is not a made for TV movie. It's fantastic, man, and D. Wallace kills it in that role. So definitely put that on your list, my man, for a rewatch for sure.
I'll have to do one. It's been a long time, and
it was
Belinda,
for me too, Eric. It was for me too.
I'm looking at Belinda's, her thing here. I loved Small Soldiers.
Okay.
Once again, though, long time since I've seen that movie. So I'd have to go back and watch that. But other than that, The Howling and Gremlins would be the only thing I'd know her from. But just been a long time. Like those aren't the biggest movies for me.
Hell yeah. We got a couple people heading out. Michelle said she's got to go. Have a good night, everyone. Michelle, you have a great night. Good to see you. And Wayne says that he's got to go for the night. Wayne, it was good to see you, my man. You have a great night, for sure, guys. You
Take
guys have
care,
a good
you
one.
guys.
All right, I'm sitting here trying to scroll down to the next ones on StreamYard, but that's not going to work. So the next two we are Rob Zombie's Halloween here at this point. We have Michael Myers on both ends of the spectrum there. We have Tyler Mane, and somebody, for the love of God, pronounce his name correctly for me.
Tag?
Because I cannot.
It's a D, Dag Farch.
We're gonna go with young Michael Myers. He's gonna be there from Rob Zombie's Halloween. So if you are a Rob Zombie's Halloween fan, then it's definitely a good spot for you guys. Like I said, I did meet Tyler Mane. He was awesome. As a person to talk to. You guys know I'm not the hugest Rob Zombie's Halloween guy, but as a dude, fucking Tyler Mane was fantastic to talk to. As for Dag, I've never met him, but I did purchase a mask from Mad Max Mask, copyright Mad Max Mask, of the oh shit, I've actually got it right here. The old,
I bet it's a nice mask. That I hear that store.
I got this thingy that I'm gonna get them both to sign. Is that Trick or Treat Studios, Matt?
That is, buddy.
Yeah, so the Trick or Treat Studios orange mask that I will sign and hang below my Halloween stuff.
We call that the escape mask.
Yeah, I'm gonna get both of them to sign it in black. I think that's gonna look super cool.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm gonna do for them.
Okay, so
Tyler Mane's already on my wall. This guy is not. So
I just Googled it. So it is Dag, like vague.
Yeah.
And the last name is actually Ferrer.
Yo, fucking shit. All right.
Dag Ferrer is the way it's like pronounced phonetically. Like
when you say it phonetically, thank you. I feel like there's two R's in the way you're saying that.
There is, but it's kind of like if you look at the name, Saoirse Ronan, the actress,
or Benoit.
Yeah. Well, like Saoirse's the best example because it's literally like Saorise.
Yeah.
But it's pronounced Saoirse. So yeah, it's according to what I'm finding online here, it's Ferrer.
I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like, hey man.
He was also really funny in Hancock. I don't know if you saw Hancock.
I saw Hancock, but I don't remember him in it. Like it's been a minute.
He was that little bully kid, right?
He's the little kid who calls Hancock an asshole, and he's like, "Call me an asshole one more time," and he does it, and he throws him up in the air. And then like he comes back down like 30 seconds later and he catches him and he's just like crying.
So good. But yeah, I mean, if you're a Rob Zombie, Halloween fan, this is a big deal, right? So it's kind of like when Danielle and Scout show up somewhere. Right?
I was about to say, like, it's kind of funny to me that Danielle and Scout aren't here because they're together at like most conventions I see.
Yeah, they are. I know Scout and Tyler have a very close relationship. I want to say he was there he did their wedding and everything. They're really tight.
Dag was on their podcast a couple months ago. He was actually saying that like he had a really big crush on Scout when they were filming, which is funny because he's so much younger than him.
Can't blame him there a bit.
Not at all.
I read an article somewhere that those two were beefing with each other, fucking Scout and Danielle. And it was around the time we were at Scarefest. And we went to
I would
that.
hate that.
Well, look, we went to the after party.
Yeah.
And Scout was there, but Danielle wasn't there. You know, so it was kind of like, well, maybe they aren't hanging out together. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's true.
You never know.
Did their podcast end?
I think they're beefing. From what I heard last. Now, I never looked into it, but I don't think that they're getting along. At least so I've read. Now,
actually, it did. Yeah, their podcast ended late 2025. So, like the end of last year, it ended.
Yeah. So, like I said, I just read that online. Who knows if it's true? This isn't breaking news from Michael, right? But that's what I read somewhere, and
the signs are pointing.
It's like it made me think of Scarefest when Scout was there and Danielle wasn't at the after stuff, and it was just like, well, the timeline adds up, but that's as much thought as I gave to it, until now we started talking about both of them. So I don't know. I do not know. Eric's in deep mode right now to where he's researching.
You guys want me to just shoot Danielle a text real quick? See what's up?
Yeah, see what she's got going on.
Can I tell y'all something like extremely personal that is the reason that I go. It's really funny. It's not like okay, so it was after a live stream with two people. I'm not gonna say who. We were talking and somebody had mentioned like a rumor about Danielle. Or not Danielle. About Danielle and some like that. And I'm not saying that we thought it was true at all, but had mentioned a rumor that she would like hook up with people like she met at conventions. And as a joke, I was like, oh, let me just look up the next convention she's going to be at. You know what it was?
What?
Scarefest. That's the very first Scarefest I ever went to. And I've been every year since then because of that joke and that piece of like stupid rumor. That's the reason I've went to Scarefest every year since then.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
I looked it up and I was like, holy shit, this actually has like a really good roster of people.
Yeah.
And I haven't not gone every year.
Dude, Scarefest always brings the heat, man. I have full faith that roster is going to line out, for Scarefest. It's just taking a little longer than it usually does. By now. But think about this, right? For Scarefest for the past couple years, right? So last year, it was Nightmare, right? So they were throwing Nightmare people out right away. The year before was all the Jasons and Scream people. The year before that, they had what was the year, Matt? They had all the final girls from all the Friday the 13th movies.
I was just talking about that.
Except for Chris.
Just because how fucking awesome that was, Michael. I was just talking about that. Was that 2023? 2020?
I think that was 4, wasn't it? 2024?
No, it wasn't 4.
It was 2023 then.
It was either 23 or 22.
It wasn't 22. It wasn't that far back. I think it was 2023, Michael.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I guess it would be 23. Yeah. Yeah. But they had all the final girls there, except for Chris from part 3. She was the only one that couldn't make it. And that was crazy. Like, they were all right next to each other, Matt, and we were just going down the line.
I still have not been able to get Chris.
I got Chris last Scarefest. She was there. And she doesn't do conventions.
I know.
It was great. It was absolutely great. All right, let's go ahead and move on. C. Thomas Howell, that's what I was talking about with the Outsiders. And YouTube guy Chris Stuckman, who also did the Shelby Oaks. I still haven't seen Shelby Oaks. By the way, I don't know if either of you guys have. But
Never heard of it.
another tale of a YouTuber. Just like when you talk about Talk to Me and stuff like that, another YouTuber that has made a movie that I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Eric, did you see Shelby Oaks?
I did. You know how you and I always talk about fan films. We try not to say anything negative because you're like, they put effort into this. Like, it's not easy. I don't think it was the best movie out there, the best horror movie, but it wasn't bad. And one thing specifically, hearing him talk about it, because I met him at I didn't like meet him, but I went to the Shelby Oaks panel. I think this was at HorrorHound, actually. Yeah, I think this was at HorrorHound. But I went to that. I've gone to two, not just one HorrorHound. I just realized I've gone to two. But yeah, hearing him talk about it, I definitely like made the movie better for me. But yeah, dude, YouTube, I think we're getting this kind of research, or not resurgence, but emergence of YouTubers who build their own following enough that they don't need a studio.
Right.
Like Markiplier was actually the latest one. Markiplier spent $3 million of his own money to make a movie. And it made over $30 million.
That's awesome.
And not only did he not have a studio make the movie or fund it, he self-released it in theaters. He didn't even go to a distributor. Like, he did that all himself. And yeah, so like he spent $3 million to make a movie. It made $30 million.
That's awesome.
And he was invited to the Oscars tonight. Like, that's how you know the studios are seeing this shit.
Yeah.
And being like, okay, we got to take this seriously or we're going to be gone. Like, we're going to be outdated.
Right. Well, I mean, you think about that, man. If people are making enough money to make their own shit, then what do you really need a studio for? It's kind of like eliminating the middleman. You know what I mean? Like, it's what it is. It's like a boxer self-promoting. You know, like, say what you want about Floyd Mayweather. I'm not a fan, but he made a lot of money because he had Mayweather Promotions. You know, he did that. So he was cashing all those checks and bringing all that money home because he eliminated the middleman. Well, if movies start to do that, then Hollywood's in trouble, man. I mean, honestly.
Yeah. And you know what Markiplier did when he made so much money? He gave every person who helped him on the film a bonus.
That's awesome.
He literally doubled what he paid every single person.
That is freaking amazing.
And you know, right now, though, I see what you guys are saying. I doubt there's too many people that are able to do that.
Well, now we're looking at 10 years down the road.
That's what I'm saying. Like, could it lead to that? Yeah. Yeah.
Especially
well, I mean, here's the thing like you do though.
You know, it's crazy. You know, like AI can do a lot of special effects that you would require, you know, a lot of other things to do. And I mean, AI is only going to get better. I mean, look at it now. It's relatively young. And there's some AI out there that's indistinguishable. You can only imagine what that's going to be like in 2 years. So it's crazy. We don't know what things are going to look like 5 years from now, let alone 10 or 20 years from now, from that aspect of things. Like, it's freaking crazy.
Yeah, I think AI in filmmaking is going to be an interesting way to go. But in terms of just like people making their own films, we're seeing some fan films out there that are like honest studio level quality.
Yeah.
And they're made on basically no budget. So I think it really is getting to a time where studios are becoming less and less necessary, at least the big ones, like the major studios, because you know, you go to like a smaller studio like Blumhouse or like A24, like they're not making huge like multi-million-dollar like blockbusters, but they're still making some good stuff. And I mean, some of these independent films are just one step down from that.
Right.
So
well,
yeah,
to bring this up too, I mean, look at like, it's like cost, right? Like, do you remember when Godzilla -1 came out? Disney hopped on that, called those guys, like, you're coming here, you're gonna tell us how the fuck you did that, right? And it's just like it's all related. You know what I mean? Like I'm just curious to see where everything's at in 10 years, and I can't even fathom where it's gonna be in 20 at this point. Like it's crazy time. It is crazy. But I do want to say this, C. Thomas Howell, like The Outsiders, right? Now, all you could do is tell me Rutger Hauer was going to be there. Dude, I love the original Hitcher. Like I did. Like it was a movie growing up that I watched on HBO. It scared me as a kid. It was really good. Like I'll never forget, it's been years since I've seen this movie. I'll never forget, C. Thomas Howell's driving a car. Rutgers Hauer's in there telling him how he dismembered someone. He's like, first I cut off his arms, then I cut off his, and this guy's realizing that he's got a fucking psychopath sitting next to him. You know what I mean? Like such a good movie. I love The Hitcher. If you guys haven't checked that out, fuck man, that's a good one for sure.
Pardon my ignorance on this, but is Rutger Hauer still alive?
As far as I know. I don't remember hearing anything that he's passed away. And now I could be wrong and just not remember because I'm old and my brain doesn't work like it used to. But I do believe that he still is.
No, he passed in 2019.
So, like I said, rest in peace, Rutger Hauer. I hope that you went well, my friend. But yeah, man, like check out The Hitcher. It's such a fucking great movie. It's old now at this point, but you have to factor that in. But
when I think of Rutger Hauer, my face, like my head immediately goes to why am I blanking on the name?
Don't say The Dark Knight.
No, it's not going to be The Dark Knight. Oh my god, I feel fucking so stupid right now. It's one of the best sci-fi movies of all fucking time.
Like ever?
Yeah.
Like Star Wars?
Blade Runner. Fuck.
Blade Runner, I got you.
Yeah. And that like speech, like teardrops in the rain speech, dude.
Yeah.
Like ever?
Star Wars?
No, dude, I was like, because I was thinking of like Blade Runner 2049, like the sequel, and I could remember the number, but I'm like, what the fuck is in front of the number?
Yeah.
Oh god, I felt so stupid there for a second.
Dude, look at these two. If you are an old school horror fan, look at freaking these two. You got Annie from the original Halloween. You got Adrienne Barbeau from Take Your Pick. Immediately The Fog just comes to mind for me. You know what I mean? 2 John Carpenter movies right there. And fuck, Nancy Loomis was in The Fog too. Not a huge role in it like Adrienne Barbeau had, but I mean, fucking fantastic, dude. I am so happy with HorrorHound this year. Like they did so good for HorrorHound. I will be in Nancy Loomis's line. I need Annie to sign my Halloween poster, and I need a picture that says "To Michael." I don't know what it's going to say on it yet, but definitely. I'll start with you, Matt. With Nancy Loomis and Adrienne Barbeau.
Yeah, one, I disagree with you too. I'm very happy with HorrorHound. They've got a very, very good lineup this year, man. And I'm stoked for Nancy Loomis, man, because well, just one, I love Halloween, and I've never heard of her coming anywhere around here. So I will be in that line as well, Michael. Hopefully we can jump in there together, man, and bullshit a little bit. But yeah, I exactly what I'm going to have her sign. I'm not super sure yet. Mm-hmm. I would like to work on a what I call a grail or a juggernaut. When you try to get their full main cast on an item. So I'd like to start something, with her, end up with, Linda, John Carpenter, Nick Castle, all that. I might do one of the Trick or Treat Studios 12-inch Halloween figures. I might go that route and start busting them out on there. But yeah, super excited to see her there. And then Adrienne, I know she's a top of the line horror girl. Just not a lot in my realm that is my jam. Is the best I can put that. Creep Show I kind of like. I have not seen The Fog.
Oh, you need to check out The Fog.
Never,
Fog's great.
Never seen Escape from New York.
Oh man, yeah, you need to check those out.
Or Swamp Thing, or so yeah. I don't know her that well. I do plan on checking out The Fog.
Yeah, that's definitely worth it.
So yeah, she doesn't hold a lot of weight for me, but Nancy, I'll definitely be there, brother.
Speaking of like Grail items, like I have a OG Halloween poster, and I have Nick Castle on it. I have Judith on it. I have Will Sandin on it. The young Michael. I have Linda on it.
Nice.
I'm missing somebody else,
You
but
get
I'm
John Carpenter on that bitch, don't you?
Oh well, her and Jamie Lee, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick. That's nice though.
Yeah,
you got a killer start to that bad boy.
I
be doing that in what, 2 years, Michael?
Hopefully she's there, man. I plan to put a full day in if she's at age 50. But that's happening. Like
I'll be there with you.
Hell yeah, dude. We should go as a whole group, man. I'm telling you.
I'm doing it. Like I'm down.
Yeah, I will be.
I'm right. I'm probably gonna ride my motorcycle across to it, depending on what part of the year it is.
That is Cali. There is no way I'm driving that drive. I will definitely be at the airports. Taking an Uber.
Oh no, I'm not driving it. I'm riding it. There's a big difference, man. On a motorcycle across country, if it's in the summer or like spring, dude.
It's Halloween. It's October. It's like I will be missing Scarefest for H50 because they're like within a week of each other. More than likely, I'll be missing Scarefest.
What if one of them's at H50 and one of them's at Scarefest for some?
Well, then I guess I'm going to both of them. Okay, I guess it's going down, and I guess it's gonna happen, and work's gonna have to just understand, right? So that I mean, Jesus, God, could you imagine?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to H50. We made that pact a long time ago. So
yeah. Around age 45, it was like we're going to 50.
Yeah,
like
I'm going.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like you got to, man.
Yeah, I mean it's 50th anniversary. Speaking of The Fog, we got Tom Atkins there. I still don't understand how he ended up in bed with Jamie Lee Curtis after the windows just shattered in his truck. His scene goes to something else. It comes back, and he's got Jamie Lee in the sack. But it is Tom Atkins. Fuck, man. He's going to be there. Britt Eklund is going to be there. I'm assuming she's a Bond girl, considering she's wearing the 007. It says the man with the golden gun. That's cool in itself, especially if you're a James Bond fan. But hell yeah. Start with you, Eric, on this one. How do you feel about old Tom Atkins being there?
I would love to meet him. I've never met him, but like for me, anytime I hear the name Tom Atkins, I just like my brain jumps to the end of Season of the Witch when he's just yelling at that phone, "Cut it off, turn it off!" Yeah. Like the desperation in his voice, like it's kind of like creepy thinking about that. But I've never met him. He's been at a couple conventions I've been to, and I never made it a priority to meet him. But let's just be honest about things here. He's getting a little older in age, so I don't think I'm going to miss out this time on meeting him. I think I'm going to prioritize him just in case,
Definitely. He was really nice. I've never had him sign anything, but when I was in Arizona and I sat there with Dick Warlock because he asked me to sit down because I was from Cincinnati and he's from Cincinnati. We didn't even talk about Halloween. We talked about like cheese conies and we talked about Cincinnati shit. And Tom Atkins was sitting next to him. So I was sitting in between the both of them. And, of course, they were back and forth. And, Tom was talking a little bit in our conversation. But he seemed really, really cool. But I still haven't had anything signed by him. I do think that I am going to try to get him to sign something, at least a picture, to Michael fucking Stop It, Tom Atkins. I think that would be pretty cool. And to meet a Bond girl, man, I at least want to say hi. I mean, that's super cool. I mean, that's for a long time, that was a rare occurrence, like being picked as a Bond girl, was a big thing.
Yeah,
for a while. How about you, Matt? Where do you sit on old Tom Atkins?
I have met Tom, and it was very nice. He's very it was short, it was short and sweet though. Like he was, I wasn't I like Tom, respect what he's done, but I'm not gonna like fanboy out on him. You know, he's not like, oh my god. For me, you know, this is Tom Atkins and stuff. And he shook my hand. He smiled. We talked a little bit briefly about Halloween 3. I even admitted that it wasn't my thing, and he totally understood that. You know, but very very nice man. And I love getting. I don't like Halloween 3, but I love the art of Halloween 3. The mask, their art is so cool. So getting him on anything Halloween 3 is always a plus. And I may do that again. I know the 3-pack, the Trick or Treat Studios 1/6 scale 3-pack of the figures from Halloween 3 of the boys trick or treating is now discontinued. So right there makes it, you know, more valuable. And then you slap Tom Atkins on a discontinued Halloween 3 item. That's a fucking grail. So might go that route. And then I don't know a thing about Britt, but it is very cool, like you said, that she is a Bond girl. So super super cool, man. Guys, on that note, I've got to run. I do apologize.
All good, brother.
I've got a bunch of stuff to still unpack before I go pack more tomorrow. But I want to say, one, Michael, always thank you for having me. Eric, great to see you, buddy, always.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, man. And I can't wait to see you guys next weekend, man. Please come
Friday. Friday, dude. And then just real quick before we go, if you've got that that Halloween thing, put Nancy Loomis on there too, because if I'm not mistaken, Nancy Loomis was Tom Atkins' wife in that movie. So you can put her on there.
Oh, you're right. Well. You're right.
So
okay.
You get that, you can double that up on that discontinued item, man. You can get both of them on there. That'd be something else. But yeah, dude, thanks for coming, man. I understand you got to go. You got to get all your stuff together, and I'll see you Friday, my man.
All right, man. All you guys in the chat too. Take care, guys, and we'll talk soon, brothers.
All right, see you, bud.
Later, man.
But yeah, dude, like let's go ahead and move on. We've got Galen Rosk and Scott Reiner. Reiner. We're gonna go with that. Both of these guys escape me. I really don't know. I own Dawn of the Dead. I've seen Dawn of the Dead, but they don't really look super familiar to me.
Same here. Same here. Not very familiar.
If you are a Dawn of the Dead fan, they will be there. Lee Waddell and Joseph Whipp. We are talking Scream, my man. We are back into the realm of Scream. They are pulling them all in, dude. Look at this. So Lee Waddell, I already know he signed my Ghostface mask because he was Ghostface for the original.
He was the first Ghostface.
Yeah. He's
one of the originals. So like
right there on my mask.
So he's the first Ghostface because he's in the opening. He's the stunt person who actually stabs oh my god, Drew Barrymore.
There it is.
Yeah, like he's but there was another stunt person in Scream 1.
Mm-hmm.
So but yeah, and then Joseph Whipp, he plays the sheriff in part 1. I never met the guy. Would love to. He's up there for me. I'm gonna get him to sign it as well. I'm gonna get every Scream person I can. So he's near the top. Lee Waddell, he does a lot of conventions. He's a super nice guy. He was on Craven Something Scary's channel 1 or 2 times when and was good friends with him. And so yeah, but super nice guy. Gonna get both of these guys. For sure.
Man, he was super cool to me when I met him. We're just talking about regular bullshit. I was lucky enough to talk to Lee Waddell, and with him signing my mask, there wasn't a line behind me, so we were just bullshit, And then he was he was talking shit about somebody he was standing next to. I want to say it was Jamie Kennedy or somebody. He was just playful. Maybe it was Roger L. Jackson. I forget who it was, but he was just back and forth with them, playfully talking shit, which, was always fun to see. It's kind of like brothers do or friends, you know, how you jab at each other. And that's basically what he was doing. It was great conversation, man. Jumping into the world of wrestling, we have got Mick Foley and Lita. We've got Mick Foley. I mean, take your pick. It's Mick Foley, it's Cactus Jack, it's Dude Love, it's Mankind, all of the above. You know, there he is, dude. In a way, he just looks like a guy that should have been in a Kevin Smith movie at some point. You know what I mean? But he's always seemed cool to me. I know that you were lucky enough to meet him recently. And Lita's there. Are you fucking serious? Like, Lita was in wrestling when I watched wrestling. Okay, so I see what wrestling has
can
become.
still get it. She can still get it.
I see what wrestling has become now for females. And you have to say that Lita was at the beginning of that. You know, when you look at people like Lita, Trish Stratus, or Chyna, you know, those are the people that, you know, really made women's wrestling, in my opinion, you know, for the WWE. You have to say that, you know, what's the opposite of a godfather? A godmother? You know, she's one of them for women's wrestling. And it's cool that she's going to be there. I mean, they didn't oversaturate HorrorHound with wrestlers this year, but they picked two good ones, in my opinion.
There's a couple more, I think. There's two more.
Yeah, we'll get to them.
But yeah, if you got a chance to meet Mick Foley and you like wrestling at all, I'd say go for it. Delightful man. He took... So I got a selfie, you know, I got an autograph and a selfie. And as I was, you know, got the selfie, he's like, oh, wait a minute. And he throws the Mankind's leather thing on. He's like, take a couple more. And he's doing like a weird face as Mankind with the thing. Super nice guy. Super nice guy.
Yeah, man. That's super cool. Russell, I see this right here. He's saying Lita was in the Attitude Era. Dude, that's when I stopped watching, when the Attitude Era ended. You know, like that's when it was off. That's when it was done for me. Jerry's saying Fabulous Moolah. Yeah, I mean, yes. I mean, you could bring up Fabulous Moolah. You could bring up like Sensational Sherry. I used to watch it back then. Yeah, well, Charlotte Flair, she's newer. I'm talking about like these are the OG women, you know, that were in the ring back in the day. But yeah, man, like, but Lita to me, like, she was with the Hardy Boys, you know, she was doing all that shit off the top rope that they were doing, you know, to whereas the, you know, female wrestlers before then, you know, I feel like she kind of paved the way for a lot of them, you know, to be like, hey, I'm out here doing this, you can do this shit too. So I would be surprised if, you know, there weren't a lot of women wrestlers that were, yeah, like Lita kind of fucking laid some groundwork for us. So that's just my opinion on the way that I look at it. I don't know that as a fact or anything. It's just kind of the way that I see that there. But moving on, wrestling. I will say this, man. Like, I'm never a big fan of at the horror convention. But like I told you before, if they announce Ric Flair is going to be there, there's not a lot of horror people that are going to trump the Nature Boy for me. Like, they're not. Like, he's on my list, my bucket list of people that I want to meet, you know, because we're going back to playground days, you know, where everybody's talking about, you know, say your prayers and take your vitamins. Me, I was chopping people, screaming, woo, you know what I mean? Like, it's like Hogan or Flair, and everybody was Hogan except for me, you know.
Woo!
Longest line, oldest ride, longest line. You know what I mean? It's just like, come to Space Mountain. You know, Ric Flair had the swag, dude. He had the suits, he had the shoes, he had limousine riding, you know, jet flying, all of that stuff, dude. And it's like, you look to Ric Flair as a kid, like, fuck yeah, man. Like, you're fucking doing it, dude.
You left out, in my opinion, the most iconic thing about Ric Flair.
Say it.
The Flair flop.
Oh, dude, that's the best shit ever.
Bro, the Flair flop, like, over the years, it got progressively more and more and more comedic, and to a point where it'd be like 30 seconds later.
Yeah.
Gone.
Well, dude, it was great because there were certain Flair flops to where he would get punched in the face and then he would just beeline it away from the person that punched him in the face, like 10 or 12 steps, and then his legs kick out and he face plants. And then when he incorporated the turnbuckle flip into the outside the ring walk Flair flop, fucking fantastic. You know what I mean? It was just, he was a showman. Ric Flair never hesitated to put another wrestler over. Like, dude, it was just, Ric Flair is, to me, he will always be wrestling.
Dude, he's. I don't think you can make any argument for a Mount Rushmore of wrestling that does not include Ric Flair.
No, you can't. You can't, dude. I mean, fuck, dude. And he says Ric Flair to this day, and I kind of have to agree with him, the greatest wrestler of all time. You know, showman, talent, and everything. He always says is Shawn Michaels, and I have to say, you know, there's not a lot of argument for that.
He's not big sexy.
No, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. What was his nick? A Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels was something else, man. Like the Rockers were holding him back, and you know Vince McMahon made the right choice splitting him and Marty Jannetty up because Shawn was clearly the star, right? We didn't know it at the time, but what you saw what he turned into. And that's not including his time in like DX or anything like that. But I mean, shit, I remember when, you know, Shawn Michaels was fighting Bret Hart for the title and he came flying down on that zip line, you know, holding on to that thing to the ring. You know, at the time, that was before Sting ever did that shit. You know, that was before all of that, man. And I mean, you want to talk, that was like an hour plus match, if I'm not mistaken, if memory serves me right. And it was just fantastic. So how we got on this subject of fucking
I was about to say, when I think of the Heartbreak Kid, you know what I think about? Shawn Michaels. Hey, what's your name? Stan. Nice to meet you, Stan. And just freaking gives him the sweet chin music and just
backstage.
He just goes through like 3 different people. Just what's your name? Giving them that fucking sweet chin music, dude. Yeah, we got to get off wrestling, or it's going to be a whole different stream.
Well, we'll do a stream one day, and it'll be called Wrestling.
Wrestling.
Yeah, Wrestling. RASTLIN. Wrestling. That's what we're gonna, because you can't talk about wrestling without talking about Dusty Rhodes and shit like that, dude. Like it's
Saturday night, baby.
Saturday night. Oh, I fucking love Kid Chris, dude. It's so
we
funny.
bleed the same blood in the same mud. You a yellow dog.
I'm looking for a horseman. I got a horseman. How many you need? 4. Oh, so good, dude. So freaking good. You and me, daddy.
You and me, Jack.
Starcade.
Friday night, Starcade.
Is this Jezebel? Is this what was her name? Fuck, what was her name? You Jezebel? What was her name? Baby doll. Is this you, baby doll? You Jezebel. Oh, so good. So freaking good. All right, back to HorrorHound and wrestling. We got Killer Cross and Scarlett Bordeaux. I have no idea who that is.
Me either. I did bring this up to Marcus, who's a huge wrestling fan as well. Yeah. He knows them, and he's a fan. So,
okay.
But not aware of them. They are apparently with WWE, so they're with that promotion, which is. I don't know. I don't know if they're still active or if they're on, you know, like lower on the roster or what, but
it also says Impact there. So I'm wondering if Impact isn't like a subsidiary of WWE.
Maybe. I got no clue, man.
Fair. Well, it looks like Rhonda Shear is going to be there as well. She's from Up All Night. And apparently she was in Spaceballs.
That's what I was looking at.
Fantastic.
I haven't seen Up All Night, but I have seen Spaceballs. It's been forever. I'm super excited for part 2.
Oh, me too. Me too. Especially if Rick Moranis is coming back, dude. Like, fuck.
Oh, dude. I think they just wrapped filming, I think.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, they wrapped filming. You got like Rick Moranis is back.
Bill Pullman.
Pretty much from what I understand, if you were a surviving cast member, you're back.
That's so good.
Yeah, there was rumors that John Candy's son did a few things with them, and I really hope so, because in John Candy, that documentary they made about John Candy, the I Like Me,
yeah,
his son was in it, and you could see it in his son, and I'm like, he could do some work. He could do some work. So I'm hoping that's true.
Hell yeah. It looks like stuntman Brian Simpson, an actor and musician and DJ Michael Desbarres. Is that right? Am I saying that?
I'm pretty sure it would be DeBears. The Bears.
Like fucking Ditka, like fucking the Bears. You know, you talking about the guys from Cheers? Like is
that's exactly what I was making a joke about. Yep. But yeah, I'm not familiar with either of these two people.
Same. Let's see. These look like Stuntman from is that the other Ghostface right there?
That is the other Ghostface from part 1, I believe. Yes.
Oh well, shit, man. He might need to sign my mask too then, because it's an OG mask. Clownvis Presley.
I don't know who that guy is, but I want to meet him.
I'm gonna meet him. I pretty much guarantee that I will come across Clownvis Presley, and it looks like he's performing. So that should be.
I wonder if he'll perform at the after party.
Oh, I'm sure of it. I'm not sure of a lot of things in my life, Aaron, but I'm pretty sure that we will get an appearance by Clownvis Presley. All right, the Phantom AD in Jaguar 7. I have no idea. Do not know. Do not know. Oh, this guy's an artist from Mad Magazine. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
There's yeah. But dude, the roster this year.
Yeah, I think we're good. A quick note though. I just want to say Tony Cecere.
Mm-hmm.
I just pulled up his IMDb. Dude did stunts on Ghostbusters.
Hell yeah.
The OG Scream.
Mm-hmm.
The OG Nightmare on Elm Street.
The Thing.
And the Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot.
Oh, nice. I see he's also the Terminator, The Thing, and Shocker.
I'm showing also on his IMDb the Hulk, the Italian Job, Minority Report, Spider-Man. Like, he's actually got a really good filmography in terms of stunts. It's a shame that we don't give stunt people more accolades than they get, because
what's a lot of stuff we talked about Kane Hodder did that we didn't know that he did before he was Jason, right?
Yeah, and I feel like Jason and like Michael are one of those rare roles where a stunt person gets them and they get some fame from it.
Yeah.
Because for the most part, a stunt person's job, and I actually have two friends who are pretty notable stunt people. If a stunt person does their job well, you never even know they're there.
Yeah.
Like, their whole job is to pretend to be someone else and get hurt so the other person doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, and I mean, to make somebody else look good, pretty much.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, he's got Tony Cecere's got a really fucking great IMDb. So he's got a great filmography. Yeah, man, that's a stacked roster. Like, that is a stacked roster. There's a lot of people on there that I want to meet.
For HorrorHound too. You know what I mean? Like it's like, I'll give them their, when I give HorrorHound shit, I give them shit. But when they do a good job, I want to be the first one to look up and say, HorrorHound, good job. You know what I mean? Like, well done. You guys put it together this time. Like, you guys got it together, and I'm definitely looking forward to the event. Not looking forward to the crowd or the place they hold it in. But there's no changing that, right? So it is a crowded venue. It is very, I got COVID one year from it, which sucked because people were pretty much on top of each other in there. But other than that, man, I'm definitely looking forward to the roster. I cannot wait to get in there and see what damage I can do on Friday, because Saturday I'm probably not meeting anybody. But we got the after parties to look forward to this year. We've got, a bunch of events that are there. Do they have panels listed? Let me see that.
I was pretty sure they had a panel listing. And I was, because there's definitely a Scream 30th panel. I'm pretty sure if you go to events, if you go to event schedule at the top, I don't like the way it's laid out, but there is like the panels in there.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. Let's bring this over. Let's see what we do have here. It looks like Friday we got a Taste of Terror, film Q&A, QA panel, indie filmmaker, Cabins, Cannibals, Chaos screening, script reads. They're not really saying. Oh, Q&A panel for The Howling. If you're a Howling fan.
There's The Howling, and then there's also Happy Death Day at 7.
There's Cobra Kai at 8.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's all panels for Friday. For Saturday, looks like there is a Creep Show panel,
American Werewolf in London,
a Scream Part 1 and Part 2 panel.
So basically 3 to 4.
And then there's a Scream 7 panel at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
And then they don't have anything showing for Sunday. So I guess they're not doing panels on Sunday?
I guess not. Well, they could still put something. They usually do.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised that they don't have anything up for that. But I mean, shit, man. It looks like because they have that they're doing karaoke both nights, and I find that hard to believe that they would do that both nights. So I'm assuming this just needs to be updated because it's not looking like it is, which is surprising because where it's not that far away. It's definitely not that far away.
No, this time it'll be over this time next week.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Jerry is reminding everybody it's only $1 to join Movies and Beyond on Patreon. If you would like to support Movies and Beyond outside of YouTube, you can do so over on Patreon. It is only $1 a month. That's $12 a year to get all the bonus content. Most recent upload was Jason versus Wolverine, which had a crazy ass ending that I wasn't expecting. I didn't see that coming. And then the newest one that's coming up, it should be up. No, I haven't even filmed it yet. So I'm assuming by Tuesday it should be up. And that is Pinhead versus Darth Vader.
Whoa.
Yeah, I have no idea how this is going to go. I have no idea.
That
Apparently,
is not a matchup I'd ever think
Anakin
I would hear.
opens the box. Okay, I don't know where they're gonna go with it. I don't know how the chains are gonna grab Vader because he's not letting that fucking shit happen. I don't know. So, and that one alone, I looked, the video itself is 28 minutes long. So that means my video is probably going to be about 40 minutes long. That's probably going to be a 40-minute long video between my intro, my exit, and me stopping to be like, you believe that shit just happened? You know what I mean? So I would figure it's probably going to be a 40-minute video that I have to do. But yeah, you guys, if you're not on that Patreon wagon right now is the time to do it. I'm telling you guys, you won't be disappointed. All kinds of shit coming over there. I'm also filming later this week. I have to film 2 things. I'm filming that for Patreon, and I'm filming the second episode of Crystal Lake Memories, where I'll be going through Friday the 13th part 2 through Crystal Lake Memories. And my plan is to build that all the way up until the release of Crystal Lake. So that's giving refreshers to all the movies, all the behind the scene knowledge, all of that stuff, so we can go in. And then just before it releases, I'll be watching the first Friday the 13th, so we can kind of break that down and see where the possibilities are of the things that are in there, because there's certain things that are said in that movie that I definitely want you guys to pay attention to, especially when they're in the car and Annie's in the car at the beginning talking to the guy giving her a ride. He brings up a lot of things that could possibly be subject of what's coming up there, because he talks about all the things that were going wrong at Crystal Lake throughout the years. He's like, we had the fires, we had the poison in the water, all of that stuff that you really don't think about too much, to where if they're smart, and I know that they are, that they will play into that. Somehow we're going to get something from there. So I want to make sure that we get the references when they go back and we watch Crystal Lake, that if there's anything from the first Friday that I don't want us to miss anything, to where they give us some Easter eggs and we're just like, oh shit, we blew right past that. We don't understand, because let's be honest, not everyone watches the first Friday the 13th like they do the rest of them. You know, a lot of times people will skip that one and they will go to 2, they'll go to 4, they'll go to 3, they'll go to 6, they'll go to Jason Goes to Space, you know, all of that stuff. And a lot of times we don't go back and watch the first one. And to pay attention to all the dialogue in that, I guarantee is something you're going to want to do before Crystal Lake comes out for sure.
Nice.
So that's something that I'm building up on this channel. I guarantee you guys are going to get all the fucking Friday the 13th news from me. I will be talking about all of it 100% leading all the way up to that. And then we will be watching Crystal Lake on this channel for sure. Now I can't put it up on the screen, but week by week, we're going to be sitting here watching that shit come out. And Russell, I know that you're in the chat, buddy. I did watch Monarch season 3 or season 2, episode 3. How you gonna leave me on a cliffhanger like that? Unbelievable. So yeah, I kind of wish I would have skipped it and then waited to next week because now I'm sitting here like, well, what the hell is gonna happen? You know, like for him to find that, you know what I'm talking about in that box, starting to make me look at why there are disappearances. Where did he go? Is he going to end up popping up through that portal at some time? I don't know. There's a lot of shit going on in my head with that. Absolutely love that show. Eric, if you haven't checked out Monarch yet, you need to, my friend. It is.
Haven't watched any of it yet.
Oh, it's good. It's very good. But HorrorHound, yes, there will be no show Sunday because it's HorrorHound weekend. You know, nobody will be here. I already know that. And for you guys who are here, I will probably be absolutely exhausted and wouldn't be much of a show host that night. So for now, I'm going to say that there's no show next Sunday. Who knows? What if I leave HorrorHound early? I may pop up and do some paranormal or something, because I saw a piece of paranormal today that actually scared the shit out of me that I have ready on deck for the next paranormal show that we do. My schedule is changing at work. It is, so I don't know what that's going to be exactly yet. So the shows will be a little sporadic, but I have started making videos. If you guys haven't seen the 2 videos I put out this weekend, go over and check them out. I did a quick ranking of Friday the 13th because we talked about that. I was going to make it a short, so it's framed like a short, but I couldn't get it under 60 seconds without it being stupid. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just throw it out as a video, and I did. And then I also, Wilson Cleveland put up a trailer. He does a lot of concept work that I used to talk about a lot on his channel. And he did one for Crystal Lake. So I watched that trailer, reacted to that. Make sure that you go over, if you do watch that, his information is in the description. Make sure that you go over and throw him a like and leave a comment. And if you want to, tell him Movies and Beyond sent you, because he does great work over there. Dude, I love those concept trailers when people actually put work into them and they actually put them up as concept trailers, not so much as the real trailer for something. And
my problem is a lot of them are doing better work than like the studios are.
Yeah. And
so
I mean,
like,
dude,
why won't they make this?
That's great, man. And, you know, that's a way for them to showcase their talents, you know, for people to see those things. And Wilson does a great job. He's been doing a great job at that for a couple years now. And it's just, I definitely want to give him his flowers because he does tend to stay in the horror realm of things a lot with those trailers. And they're always fun. Jerry's asking, is there going to be any live footage from HorrorHound? Dude, I am going to try. I still have to put my Scarefest stuff up, which I'm going to do soon. I will get that together. I will get that out. And yeah, I'll probably film some at HorrorHound. And then I'll get that out right away as well too. So I do have Monday off after HorrorHound. So who knows? Maybe I'll spend that day editing some video and get something out that day. Who knows? Maybe I may do a live that night. I don't really know yet, but make sure that you guys are looking in the post section of Movies and Beyond. That's where you're going to get all your news. On Patreon, you will get news, and be looking for videos because I will be dropping them as well. I don't expect them to do too well right away because I haven't done videos in such a long time, but I am going to get back into it because it is a way for me to stay, you know, giving you guys stuff without being able to go live, and me being able to work on those in all hours of the night. I can't go live at 2 o'clock in the morning. All you guys are sleeping. So at least I can be making videos to get those out for you guys to see. So Eric, this has been a blast, dude. And I can't wait to see you, my man, Friday. We got some other stuff we're going to work on as well. Outside of,
I'm definitely going to be filming something Scarefest weekend. What I'm filming? Who's to say?
Yeah, who's to say? Jerry, link up with me shortly when this is over. You did ask me a question the other day about helping out with something, and I actually do have something that you can help me out with. So yes, make sure that you reach out to me. And then Eric, dude, this is going to be a fucking blast. HorrorHound's going to be a blast. The other stuff that we have planned is going to be a blast. And hopefully, just hopefully, shortly after HorrorHound, there will be some things coming to Movies and Beyond that should excite you guys. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to share it with you guys. We will definitely have some photos to share for sure. And hopefully some video. Hopefully some video as well. But Eric, thanks again for hanging out with me tonight, brother. I know you're on the road, and I know that it's kind of a pit stop for you. You could have probably been home by now, but I do appreciate you stopping by and hanging out, my man.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me. It's always fun to talk about this stuff, and excited for everything that we got coming up. Announced and unannounced.
I am too, my man. And I think that everybody in the chat will be as well. So yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get out of here for tonight. You guys have been great. We've gone 24 minutes over the allotted time, so you got a little extra of me in the Bearded Entertainment here tonight. And you guys probably got too much of me this weekend. You got 2 shows Friday, you got 2 videos this weekend, you got this show tonight. I'm tired. I'm gonna disappear for a couple days. All right, I'm gonna let y'all know that I'm gonna disappear for a couple days. But maybe I'll shoot a video and leave it for you guys Friday while I'm gone. So maybe I'll do that. But Eric, let's go ahead and jump out of here. You guys in the chat are freaking amazing. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.
Toodaloo, motherfucker. Hey.